What's up, everyone? How are you doing today? We've got an unusual setup today, isn't it?
Something like that.
Shesh has been very nice to set this up for us.
They're having a little bit of technical problems, so I kind of popped in.
Thanks for that. I don't know why my system has been like overheating and shutting down. So Shesh suggested we may not take that risk this time, so she helped me out a bit. So she's kind of going around the world with this live stream.
I am all over the place today. I'm in New Zealand. I was in probably some part of the southern states where it's really, really hot. I was in Canada. I was in Whitestone.
So what is happening is Shesh is kind of acting like my producer right now.
I
am. So I still have the control of what we play and what we watch and yada yada yada, but it's going through Shesh's OBS, so that's how it's working. Welcome everyone. What the plan for today is we're going to have a look at the first 2 hours of Amber Heard's cross-examination by Camille Vazquez. She has been awesome, and we just wanted to see how she slowly and steadily chipped apart Amber's rhetoric, let's just say. And it's fantastic. We'll have some fun. If we get bored, we'll maybe hop on to see how Elaine, that's Amber Heard's lawyer, tries to redirect. Ooh, someone's got cookies. Oh my god.
No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking
yes,
about.
you do.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. This
cookies.
I keep
cookie in the live chat.
I keep cocaine in this. It looks like it could hold some cocaine.
Yes. Yes, it looks like it could hold some cocaine. Kyle Goldfish from the live chat is like, just play it all and torture Shesh.
Oh, what the hell? Hold on, wait, what did I do?
Bruh. So the stream will be like 10 hours, maybe from the live chat. Hopefully not.
Don't
no.
you have to work a real job tomorrow?
Yes, I have a real job tomorrow, but it's still like what 10 past 10 a.m. for me.
Oh my god, we could do the whole thing.
Yeah, we could do the whole thing. Let's see how we go. And if we need to take breaks and something, we can do that. You know, the MVB Baker style. Oh, look who turned up! Puck, because of obviously he wants the biscuits. He's like, "Mommy, can I have some, please?" Say hi, everyone, to Puck. Hi, Puck. I almost like went into my live chat to look for the Puck emoji. Oh, the Puck.
I am currently out of beer and I don't have any, and I really, really, really wish I did.
So should we just start off, or do you want to go on Twitter and have a look at some stuff?
No, let's just go. That dumb Twitter shit was dumb.
Dumb. It's dumb. Okay. Give me a sec. I'll just make sure everything's running properly.
I will be doing a little bit of audio adjusting on the fly as we go here, so please be patient with me and let me know if you hear any audio issues that you think I need to touch on.
Yep. And hit like and share this one and if you can hashtag the shit out of this will be great. We can get more viewers in here as much as possible. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due. This is Law and Crime Network channel's video that we are going to be looking at. All rights are reserved to them, so we are just trying to do commentary, and it will be fair. We'll try to keep it under the category of fair use, and hopefully I don't get like any strikes.
Can I point out that I absolutely love that Amber Heard looks like Dr. Evil and the amount of memes that went out about that. My mom kept sending me messages being like, make her bald! Make her bald!
That's what your live stream had, right?
So,
the thumbnail.
The thumbnail on my stream about it, if you go and take a look, it's Amber Heard's face put onto Dr. Evil's head and body.
Damn. We're gonna have some fun. The amount of memes that I've been seeing on Twitter, and it's like, the people who are supporting Johnny Depp, they're not like who are supporting the Justice for Johnny Depp hashtag. They're not like shitting on Amber Heard, but they're coming up with a lot of memes. That is like awesome.
Well, I mean, Johnny got memed too. Like, it's not new.
Yeah, it's for the last like 6 years, I guess he was getting memed.
Even just during the court case, he was getting memed. My favorite is the people who put the B music to testimony.
Yes.
Do 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 do. Do, do, do.
So Intrigued Feline from the live chat is asking, so Shesharvik, so we have your mom to thank for it?
Yes.
Nice. And Alicia from the live chat, do an art stream making Amber a gender-bent cartoon Dr. Evil. That would be great. When Shesh gets time, when I release her from my services, maybe then.
You know.
Alright, here we go. So we're going right into it. Camille's is coming on the stand, and she's gonna go for it. And enjoy the shit show. That's the judge coming in, eh? Or the jury, I think.
Jury coming in.
Oh, last time Amber just like shot right out of the courtroom, like didn't even wait for the jury.
Yeah, just ran off. Yikes.
Alright, thank you.
I love this judge, by the way.
Alright, be seated. Cross-examination.
She's perfect for these types of cases.
Good afternoon, Miss Heard. Good afternoon. Mr. Depp hasn't looked at you once this entire trial, has he?
Oh, shots fired.
What a way to
I've noticed,
start.
no. You've looked at him, though, many times, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
And
You know
smirked at
exactly
him.
why Mr. Depp won't look back at you, don't you?
I do.
He promised you you would never see his eyes again. Isn't that true?
I don't recall if he said that.
One of the last times you ever saw Mr. Depp was when you met him in San Francisco in July of 2016, right?
That was the second to last time I saw him, yes.
And this was after you had publicly accused him of domestic violence.
I got my restraining order before that, yes.
And
So, this is very interesting. Like, if anyone's seeing this for the first time, they won't know where Camille's going at with this.
Mm-hmm.
And you might almost think that she's just taking a cheap shot at her.
Mm-hmm.
But just wait for what comes next. It's like awesome. Is my audio a bit echoey? Why is my audio echoey?
Is he not wearing headphones?
Why? Do I have to wear my headphones? I have to switch to
Calm down, Kyle.
Okay, let's see. I'll try my headphones.
I mean, you can
I
use.
guess-
You can use your microphone that you've got with those headphones, right?
I know.
Okay.
But
But
I'm a very
But-
simple guy.
full
very
moon.
Let's see if this works. Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if I can just change it.
My bad.
Oh, there's the audio change. Phones.
Hear you. Talk again?
You now sound like. Yep. You now sound like you're coming out of a gamer headset. Over.
How about now?
Yeah, just stick with that microphone.
Okay, and just
Put that one away. Put that one away.
But I can't hear you.
No, put the
Then-
mic. You pulled the mic down. Mic away. There you go. Now we can see your pretty face.
Better?
Yeah, there you go.
Now the video is echoey. Come on, Indra, give me a break.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
this is after you had obtained the domestic violence restraining order against him.
That's correct.
Let's please play Plaintiff's Exhibit 1229.
Is there closed captioning for this?
For the record, it's at 11:01
Oh, yeah.
through
Sorry.
12:09. I'm going to ask that it be admitted into evidence.
Any objection to 1229?
Turn
We
your
have
mic
got
on.
audio.
Count one.
All right.
No mic on.
1229. You want to enter it in its entirety?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Bing.
1229 entered in its entirety. Your player's picture.
No. Oh no, a hug will save it all. All this, everything we just
wanted to touch you.
been really, after all this shit you just said?
I just wanted to give
After
you
all
a
this
hug.
shit you fucking accused me of, you want to touch me?
Please stop me.
She shouts over him a lot, right?
Please, I just wanted to hug you and say bye. I wanted to interact.
We did that last night. It's fine. That was
This is after the tiara. She wants to hug him goodbye.
no, because I'm nothing to you, and I will always be nothing to you.
Calm. Calm.
What? You're on a shrink. No, we're doing fucking
Yeah, I don't deal with you. You're a fucking whore.
no, we'll never see each other again. We want to neck. Don't take my fucking glasses off. You don't like fucking looking at not my fucking eyes? You will not see my eyes again.
Ooh.
You know what? I gotta give him props for committing to that. Like, committing to that, just like this one thing going on. He is clearly very, like, stone cold serious, and he's stuck to it. Well, props, man. Props for that. And, like, sorry, you said that this audio was recorded after she went and got her TRO?
Yep. So I don't know how it works in where she got the tiara from. I think so the person who got the tiara can contact the person they've had it against and set up a meeting. I don't know. But this tells me she's not afraid of Johnny Depp. She's not afraid of him.
No.
And Smitty from the live chat, tiara is proof of guilt. We all know this. Oh yes, of course.
I haven't gone over that enough.
Yeah, and I want to point out that Johnny Depp's lawyer at that time when this tiara was filed and obtained, I think so it's Miss Wasser, she said they were given no notice.
Yep.
And they were given no chance to, what do you mean, go against it in any way.
Yeah, and then to
rebut
negotiate
it.
it or deal with it beforehand,
Nothing.
nor any chance to really deal with it afterward because they negotiated it out of court.
Yeah.
The lawyers.
So that kind of tells me, like, and that happened, I think so, around the time when, I think so, Johnny Depp's team was like, get out of Johnny Depp's houses. You're not allowed to live there. Your fucking freeloader friends are not allowed to live
Well, why
there.
would you live in the house of the person abusing you when you've finally gotten a quote-unquote out and away? Like, you have places to go. She was also she said she was financially independent, so that was never an issue. He never controlled her income. He didn't control who she was allowed to be around. She had all of her friends, etc., etc., etc. So there's also, like, I was thinking before this part, when she was on the stand, I was thinking that maybe Johnny Depp's lawyers had advised him to not look at her anyway, because that way they can't come back to say that he's intimidating her by looking at her on the stand and stuff like that, which is what she did to him.
Yeah, constantly staring at him when he was...
Oh man, the number of times, like, she's, like, looking over at him, and, like, when they pulled up his ex-girlfriend from, like, 25 years ago, or I don't even know if she was a girlfriend, a girl he was having sex with 25 years ago, and she said that he was like jealous and controlling. Amber Heard, like, looks over her shoulder, tries to look around at Johnny Depp, and is, like, smirking like a kid who got away, and they're like a younger sibling getting away with fake crying, and looking back at the older sibling who's getting grounded and smiling at them.
So as a summary of things, why would you set up a meeting with someone you have a tiara against? Number 2, you're financially independent. Why would you want to live in the fucking place where your abuser owns, you know? And number 3, Johnny Depp's divorce team got no notice for the tiara.
Hug me,
None.
love me, I just want to be around you. Yeah, blah 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 blah.
as I make accusations against you of domestic violence, and then take it up a notch, even a notch, like take it up to the mountain peak during the trial. Yeah, right.
I wonder
There we
who
go.
recorded that. Wonder if Johnny had it recorded while he, like, when he went in.
I don't know.
Oh.
It could be possible his lawyers would have told him, okay, if you're gonna go there, just record shit, just to make sure that, she doesn't come up with new accusations.
So this shit doesn't happen?
Yeah.
Mr. Depp in that recording.
That is.
And this is from when you and Mr. Depp met in San Francisco in July of 2016, right?
Yes, that's what it sounds like. That was in the hotel. We met once after that as well.
This is after you publicly accused him of domestic abuse.
Yes, and got my TRO.
And he tells you will not see my eyes again, doesn't he?
Yes, he does in that recording.
And he kept...
So, do you notice she agrees that she publicly accused him of domestic abuse? Publicly. Now, as this deposition goes on, look how she tries to pivot around the wording and shit. It's absolutely, entertaining.
Kept that promise, hasn't he?
As far as I know, he cannot look at me.
Ooh.
Cannot. Change,
He won't look at you,
too.
right, Miss Hurd?
Yeah.
He can't.
One of the first questions your counsel asked you in direct is, why are you here? Do you remember that?
I do.
Oh.
Let's please play Plaintiff's Exhibit 357A, which
They're
is
going
already
all
in
the way
evidence, Your
back.
Honor.
Nice.
And for the record, it's 2122 through 2140.
Kyle's Goldfish says that Amber's the one who recorded that audio.
See what the jury and judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence. And
Yes.
it's a fair fight. It seems probably people believe or
Oh, wow.
you.
That's your voice on that recording, right?
Can we
Yes,
get
it is.
a yay or a nay in the chat if you sided with Johnny Depp so far in this case? Because that was just like, yo, you tell people you've been abused and see how many people side with you. Okay, if you force my hand by publishing a op-ed.
Yeah, let's go for it then, baby. And Kyle Goldfish, Amber recorded this. She was up to something. She was trying to get him to admit to something on tape to use this in divorce. Holy shit, this woman.
There's also speculation, I don't know if it was, proven, but there was speculation that Amber had specifically planned to go and get a TRO to try and get an edge over the divorce proceedings.
You froze for me. Can you say that for me again, please?
I said that there's speculation that Amber went to the court to get the TRO before she filed for divorce purposefully to give her an edge during the divorce proceeding.
Yeah, I think so. There have been texts that have been going around on Twitterverse where it said that I think so Amber's mom is telling Johnny via text that it's Amber's lawyers who are making her do all this shit. And I'm like, no, the lawyers can advise you what to do. In the end, you have to put your signature down on it and say, yeah, okay, let's go ahead with this type of strategy. So Amber is responsible for it. Just how Johnny Depp is responsible for what his team is doing at the moment.
Discussed in December of 2000.
Yeah.
And you were speaking with Mr. Depp?
Yes.
And you said to Mr. Depp, quote, you can please tell people that it was a fair fight and see what the jury and the judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp, a man, a victim too of domestic violence. End quote. That's what you said, right?
Hasn't Amber been
I'm saying
going
if the
and
man beat me
people
up,
who
yes.
stand
I
up
thought it was
for Amber
preposterous.
been saying that, oh well, Johnny is the only one who could have been abusive because of his power and money, but here's Amber saying that it would have been a fair fight.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
And also she's taunting him here. She's like, yeah, go ahead. And people, whoever out there who are supporting Amber, they're proving it right. A man has to present twice the amount of evidence to prove that he's innocent, not guilty, innocent.
Mhm.
And the world will still not believe them.
Mhm.
This case is a perfect example of it.
Yeah.
You're here listening to Amber taunting Johnny. Oh yeah, tell the jury, man. and see what they'll think. And he's like, yeah, I'll tell them. And this is Johnny telling them. For the last 6 years, people who have been supporting Amber Heard said nothing for Johnny Depp, didn't give him any charity, nothing. And now suddenly they want to protect Amber Heard from all the people who are trying to support Johnny Depp. Like, absolutely ridiculous.
The man you beat up numerous times. Right, Miss Heard?
I could never hurt Johnny.
You said you hit
You're
him!
here in this courtroom because
Except
Mr.
the
Depp
times
finally
that I
told the world.
punched him.
I hit you. I didn't punch you. Oh yeah, you couldn't
Couldn't hurt
harm
him, though.
What were you trying to do when you took pictures of him passed out? What were you trying to do? Were you trying to protect him? What were you doing when you were passing around his pictures of him like passing out to your friends?
What were you
trying to do?
What were you doing with the op-ed?
Yeah.
What were you doing with a TRO that you knew was bullshit and admitted it was bullshit on a phone call with him, and then again here in the like? What do you mean, lady?
I cannot.
What
harm
were you?
Johnny.
I couldn't harm Johnny, so I shit on his bed as an act of dominance. This is
that's
a
animals
Reddit
do.
meme. This is a Reddit meme. Yo, shit on the bed to assert dominance.
Yeah. 2 years old do that. Fucking.
World that he's a victim of domestic violence.
Unga bunga.
I know that he is suing me, and has sued other people or corporations that have said that as well.
You didn't think he
The Sun. She's talking about the Sun.
Oh, okay.
But the Sun published
That-
that based on what you said, dumbass. That's still you.
Idiot. Yeah. Lola from the live chat. Amber also needs to gain leverage because she committed adultery with Franco and Musk. There was proof, so Amber had to come up with an ante for leverage. This was a clause in the prenup or postnup. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
You would tell the world he was a victim of domestic violence, did you?
I found it hard to believe that he could or that he would do that, considering the relationship he and I had. I thought it would be crazy for him to do so, knowing what I know we lived through.
So
But you
have you
called
noticed,
him crazy through this entire thing.
have you noticed that Johnny Depp has not called Mr. Crazy, delusional, or anything like that? It's Amber Heard who has been calling him like that. He doesn't make sense. He's crazy. He's delusional. I don't know who he was talking to. No one was there in the room, and all that. As if trying to say that, as if trying to gaslight the shit out of him.
And the
Yeah, and you
court.
know who does? Yeah, and you know who does that? Abusers do that. They tell the victim,
Manipulators.
"Oh, I didn't punch you. I hit you.
You're not
You're
hurt.
overreacting. Yeah, you're not hurt. You're overreacting. You're such a baby. You're crazy. You're delusional. You passed out. How do you know what happened?" And then when the person says, "Oh, don't tell me what it feels like to be punched," you go like, "Oh, you're a baby. You're such a baby." That's what abusers do.
And that's one thing that I noted, like, really early on is Amber calls him Johnny through the whole thing. Johnny called her Miss Heard.
Yeah. She's calling him Johnny as if she doesn't respect him.
Even when told, like, even when she's talking to somebody and that person is calling him Mr. Depp, she still calls him Johnny.
Yeah, here Camille is referencing to Johnny Depp as Mr. Depp.
Mhm.
And Amber Heard is still going Johnny. Yeah, it's like, yeah, she doesn't respect him. She's not afraid of him. She went ahead after the TRO went ahead and got in a hotel room with him. What the fuck was that?
And tried to, like, hug him and would touch him. And he's
And
like,
record
stop,
him.
stop trying to touch me.
Like, fuck off, you bitch. Here we go.
Or, as you said to him in that recording, who was going to believe that Johnny Depp, a man, is a victim of domestic violence, right?
With all due respect, I wasn't saying it because he's a man. I was saying it because he's a man who beat me up for 5 years.
With all due respect, I was saying it because I thought I would get away with it. Now I'm on the stand. Shit.
Why is it funny, like, in all these recordings, she doesn't bring up violence or abuse even once? Then why didn't you say it so in the recording? Oh, tell the world, Johnny, what they will think when they will see, when I will present them with the proof of what you have been doing to me. Go tell them that.
Not in a
that
single,
would have been the wording.
Not in a single one of these recordings do you ever hear Amber ever bring up being hit.
Yeah. And their conversations mention nothing of that sort. Nothing. But Johnny's does. Johnny is talking about her punching him. Johnny is mentioning the violence. Amber Heard never does. She's trying to downplay what she has done.
Make a note real quick about what Kyle's goldfish says, because I'm sure we'll get to that, because that's a, I didn't want anything.
Yes. Oh, yes, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Here we go.
Mr. Depp is your victim, isn't he?
No, ma'am.
And once he left you, you continued to abuse him publicly by calling him an abuser, didn't you?
He is an abuser, and you can look either of us up online and figure out who's being abused online.
Okay.
Let's look at some of that.
You there?
Mr. Depp wears rings on every
Yeah, I
finger,
heard
doesn't
that.
he, Miss Heard?
That's my experience, yes.
And
So
then-
she's trying to say for some reason Johnny Depp is responsible for whatever shit she's getting online. No, honey, your own actions are getting you into shit online. and over here, Camille so far has been very, very respectful. She hasn't, at least, she's firm and respectful. But I know that she gets into snark a little later. She gets snarky.
Let's look at that,
Just
shall we? Let's get into that.
not delicate rings, are they?
No, they are not.
Every one of his fingers is adorned, your words, big, chunky rings. Isn't that right?
That's my experience of him.
And Mr. Depp is always wearing rings, right, Miss Heard?
That's my experience of him.
And you've never known him not to wear these rings.
That's my experience, is he normally wore rings, yes.
So Mr. Depp was wearing these big, chunky rings on every finger. Every incident of abuse you've described to this jury, right?
Such a good
I
point.
can't say for certain it was in every single incident.
But you've never known him not to wear rings, right?
In general, my experience with Johnny is that he wears
Pedal
rings
back,
almost
pedal
all the
back,
time.
pedal back, pedal.
She does a lot in
Miss
this
Heard, do you
one.
recall giving testimony in a deposition in this matter in January of this year?
I do.
Can you please play
Her own words coming to haunt her.
from your deposition, day 2, 512, page 512, lines 11 through 15?
The pacing is also good. You can listen to this and not get bored.
You said he hit you and he was wearing rings, right, Miss Heard? So he hit you with rings on every finger?
I don't know if I've ever known Johnny to not wear rings.
Yeah.
That would be a yes.
Yeah, baby.
Whoops.
Ms. Heard, you testified to an incident in March of 2013 where Mr. Depp hit you in the face multiple times.
Oh,
Do you
here we
recall
go.
that?
That's correct.
And you testified, quote, you don't know how many times he hit you in the face.
That's correct.
Wow.
So Mr. Depp hit you in the face multiple times while he was wearing rings on this occasion, correct?
Which occasion in March are you referencing? You weren't.
Bitch, the one
testimony
you
that you
referenced to.
On day 15 of this trial,
Being difficult.
March of 2013. You weren't specific as to the day.
There were several incidents.
Yeah,
The
but
one
you
where he
weren't
hit you several
specific.
times in the face.
There were sorry, just so I understand better. There were several incidents in March. Which one are you asking me about?
The time that he hit you several times in the face wearing rings.
Well, he pretty
In
much
March of
always.
2013.
Right. What are you asking me? I'm sorry.
She's,
He was wearing rings on that occasion.
she's so frustrated.
Intrigue feeling from the light chat. Manish Shire. Amber Heard's body language is highly telling to me. The copious amount of pluses that indicate deceit is bountiful. Am I now too flourishing with my language? No, you're not. You're perfect.
That is definitely, like, she gets so mad. She's
She's
already,
boiling.
Vasquez just started. She's already mad.
Yeah, she's mad. I think so. That's how Vasquez started with the thing. Like, oh, he said he won't look you in the eyes ever again, eh?
Just, like, out the gate. Pew pew!
And I think so. They have used Elaine, deposing Amber as a way of studying her, and they have got her to the T here. And this, see how much she's backpedaling here. Like Shesh said, you told about an incident where Johnny hit you, and now you're saying which one, and the lawyer's like, the one that you testified about. Let's talk about that one. That's what I'm talking about. But there were more.
But rings?
But rings? Oh my god.
I pretty much always knew him to wear rings.
Okay, let's please pull up Defendant's Exhibit
That's a yes.
170A,
Yeah.
which is already in evidence, Your Honor. You testified that this is a picture you took after that incident, right, Ms. Heard?
Yes, that was one where he grabbed me.
And hit you in the face so many times that you don't remember. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And there's no injuries to your face in this picture, are there?
Not that this picture shows.
Oh.
And
I
there's
want
no
to go
medical
back and see the
records reflecting that
picture.
you sought treatment after this alleged incident either.
I did not seek medical treatment at this time.
Okay. So this is the picture that Amber Heard has put as a representation of the incident where Johnny Heard punched her in the face so many times that she lost track. Tell me this is not underwhelming. She knows she needs to get pictures. She knew
enough that she took that picture.
Yeah, she knows enough that she took pictures. And that picture in particular, but she didn't. And in that picture, there's nothing on her face. You know how much swelling?
Ice.
And ice. Oh yeah, ice will get it down in a day.
Ice is legit just magic. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what the big deal about Wolverine was when Iceman would clearly be able to just mass heal everyone.
Yeah, nah. Dr. Ice should have just healed his wife back until life.
Yeah. What's going on with Mr. Freeze, man? How come his wife was like, what the hell?
What the hell, dude?
What the hell, man?
So
DC did Mr. Freeze dirty.
Amica Cream rose from the live chat. Amica Cream will
if
cover everything.
Okay, guys, brilliant. I've cured cancer. We're gonna take Amica Cream. We're gonna put it in an ice cube tray, and we're gonna put it in the freezer. We're gonna freeze the Amica Cream, and then anybody with cancer can just eat it.
Eat it. Oh, you going? Yeah.
We've done it, boys.
Yes, we have found the cure for cancer. Here we go.
Thanks, Amber.
Frozen Amica Cream.
Frozen
my life. This is the picture she took where she's claiming that Johnny Depp punched her in the face
with
while
rings.
Yeah, which would act like a brass knuckle.
Can I point out that even if she was taking a picture of her arm, you would still be able to see. You can see the majority of her face.
Yeah.
You would be able to see the damage to her face in this picture if what she was saying was true.
God.
So there's no medical records reflecting any injuries to your face after he hit you several times.
I did not need to go to the doctor at the time.
Despite hitting you several times that you lost count with rings on his fingers.
That's correct. I did not seek medical attention.
You didn't seek medical
attention?
My therapist. Just a therapist? Or did you tell your therapist, oh, so look, I got punched in my face. Look at this. And the therapist was like, yeah, we're just gonna talk about your relationship.
Yeah, so how did that make you feel?
But how did that punching where you lost the track of time made you feel, Miss Heard? Let's talk about the feelings. God.
You testified to another incident in March of 2013 2013, where Mr. Depp hit you while he was wearing a lot of rings. Do you remember that testimony?
Yes, ma'am.
And you testified you felt like your lip went through your teeth and it got a little blood on the wall.
Yes, I remember that.
There isn't a picture of you with injuries after that alleged incident, is there?
I don't know if I've seen one. I can't recall. There are a lot of pictures.
You didn't produce any photographs after that alleged incident, did you?
I don't know if I took one or if it's included. I'm not quite sure which ones.
You didn't show any pictures to this jury after describing that alleged incident that your lip went into your teeth. You don't
She's
remember
actually
that, right?
indicating.
You didn't show any pictures to this jury after describing that incident, right?
I don't believe I've seen that picture admitted.
Okay.
That picture doesn't exist.
I don't know which one you're talking about. We have pictures from March 2013, yes.
The only picture that you've produced and shown to this jury is the one that was just put up on the screen, where you said he hit you multiple times in the face, and you appear to have what is a bruise on your arm, correct?
I believe this is the only picture that's in evidence right now.
That's the only picture you've shown to this jury from March 2013, correct?
I believe so.
Finally.
You testified about an incident in Russia on or about June 26, 2013. Do you remember that?
Yes, that's correct.
You testified that Mr. Depp, quote, whacked you in the face.
That's correct.
And you went to the bathroom after that, right?
I did.
So, you know what's a little bit funny
according to
about
your
this?
testimony,
In Amber's op-ed, she writes about how victims never forget any details about what had happened those nights.
Yeah. And here she is like, I don't know what you're
I
talking
don't remember.
about.
I don't know anything. That,
Which
I don't know if he
which
was wearing
incident are you
rings or not. That only seems like a very poignant piece of information.
yeah, he punched me so many times.
I would have.
But I don't remember whether it was metal or skin.
See, this is why I know they're professionals and I'm not, because I would have asked her when she was describing the one incident, I would have asked when she's like, oh, I could remember I'm sitting here on the carpet, and this carpet, I'm like, what color was the carpet?
Yeah,
she doesn't
ask her.
know. She doesn't know what color that carpet is.
Oh no, it started with, oh, I was sitting on the couch, and then I was sitting on the carpet, and we were like, which was it, dude? What's going on? Okay, even if you're trying to show, like, flashes, oh, you have flashes of memory and shit. I'm actually surprised that her therapist did not ask her to write a journal of whatever she remembered.
Or, hey, maybe if you're having memory issues because you've been whacked in the head so many times, you would seek medical attention.
For concussion or something like that, dude. Like, come on. And I'm still surprised that was it Dr. Hughes who was a therapist, I think, if I'm not wrong. She not once advised Amber Heard to write a journal. If you're having issues with memories, you just fucking write it down, dude. Whatever you remember.
Seek medical attention.
To all the women out there, please. This is very important.
To the men
please.
out there, seek medical
And
attention.
the men out.
Hey, if you whack your head, like maybe say on a sidewalk and you eat shit, seek medical attention.
Seek medical attention. Yeah. Fucking hell. Don't act like a fucking bitch towards people who are advising you to go and get medical attention.
Yuck, yuck, yuck,
when you
yuck.
came out of the bathroom, Jerry Judge, Mr. Depp's security guard, who's passed away, pointed out that your nose was bleeding, right?
He did that in the hallway.
It's so convenient for her to use, like, people who have passed away. Seriously.
You said you hadn't known that your nose was bleeding until Jerry Judge pointed it out to you?
Yes, that's correct. I was unaware until he brought it up to me.
So you felt your lip go through your teeth, and you saw a splatter of blood on the wall, but you didn't realize that your nose was bleeding.
No, then you went to the bathroom to clean yourself up, to take that picture
of the mirror.
What?
Interesting.
I'm confused. Wait, maybe that's a different incident, because we're in a situation where she thinks her tooth went through her lip. She knows she believes that she's bleeding, or knows she's bleeding because she saw blood on the wall. She goes into the bathroom to get herself cleaned up. She doesn't realize her nose is bleeding and does not look in the mirror.
Yeah. I think so what Camille is doing here is she's pointing out something physical that's going on with the body, and I think so it will be of it will be important when she goes into the bathroom, because we have seen Amber Heard take pictures of mirrors in the bathrooms. So
Don't
yeah.
be dumbass. Seek medical attention.
Yeah. This message has been brought to you by Honest Red from the live chat.
I didn't see it when I was in the bathroom, but I wasn't looking.
So it's your testimony that you went into the bathroom and didn't look in the mirror, which I assume was in the bathroom, to notice that your nose is bleeding?
That's not why I went into the bathroom. I went into the bathroom crying. I don't even know if I paid attention to the mirror. I certainly didn't enough to notice any blood.
But you were
didn't take any
already
pictures of
bleeding. What? What?
And
Bloody nose.
Camille is like, I noticed you didn't take any pictures of your bloody nose either. You're going to the bathroom. Someone pointed out your nose bleeding, and you didn't, and you just got off. According to you, just got off a fight.
Well, yeah,
Like,
your nose is bleeding. You just got out of the
Someone pointed it out.
bathroom. You get told your nose is bleeding in the hallway just outside of the bathroom, and you don't turn around and go back in to the bathroom.
Check it. What?
Either, did you?
I did not.
But pictures were taken of you in Russia, though. Isn't that correct?
Yes, that's correct. We had a press or a dinner.
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1248. Ms. Heard, this is a picture of you and Mr. Depp in Russia, correct?
That's correct.
I'm going to move to admit.
All right, no objection. 1248 in evidence. You can publish.
And this is you and Mr. Depp in Russia for the Lone Ranger premiere, correct?
It was a dinner function, I believe, in promotion of the movie. Wasn't the premiere, if I recall.
You don't have any visible injuries to your face, do you?
None that you can see.
No, that's what invisible means. Far out.
Let's look at Plaintiff's Exhibit 1249. This is a picture of you, isn't it right?
That's correct.
I'm going to move to admit Exhibit
Elaine!
1249.
All right,
Can't hear
1249 in
you.
evidence.
Turn on your microphone, for fuck's sake.
This is also
Oh look, she's looking all pretty in Russia. No face injuries, and she said, "Oh yeah, there are no injuries that are visible." And Camille's like, "Yeah, so invisible, right?"
It's all that ice.
Yeah, it's all that ice. Yeah, ice is the miracle cure, guys. We have been wrong this whole time. The whole field of medicine has been wrong this whole time. Just take like massive chunks of like ice and eat ice, and it will cure your COVID also. Go for that.
Invisible.
a picture from when you were in Russia for the Lone Ranger premiere, right?
That is correct.
And you have no visible injuries to your face, do you?
None that you can see.
Even though Mr. Depp whacked you in the face so hard that your nose bled?
He did.
So he whacked you in the face. Your nose was bleeding, and here you are with no visible swelling, nothing.
With his ring fingers.
Yeah, if this part of the face hits your nose or your face, it will leave a mark, and it will bruise and swell. For fuck's sake.
I'm gonna see if I can find myself a volunteer who's willing to let me like whack him around the head with some rings on, and we'll take some pictures.
Yeah, it will be fine.
We'll do some
It'll be
science.
Yeah, we'll use
Put
ice.
ice on it. Yeah, see see how well it works.
Yeah, I took the joke from Gage Paragon from the live chat. Shout out to them. There we go.
While wearing chunky big rings, right?
That's correct.
You also testify that Mr. Depp, again, whacked you in the face after the Met Gala in May of 2014, right?
That is correct.
You testified that you thought he hit you so hard he broke your nose.
That's correct.
You said your nose was, quote, swollen, discolored, red.
That is correct. I took a picture of that.
You testified you took a picture of your face after this.
I did.
But you didn't show that picture to the jury, did you?
I would like to.
But you didn't show it, did you?
That's not up to me.
Did she? So She took a picture apparently, and it never came in front of the jury. And now she's saying, "Oh, it's not up to me." I wonder, Amber, why did your lawyers chose not to show that picture? Maybe one, it doesn't exist, or maybe two, it was doctored in some way. It was quite obvious. Maybe you used your bruise kit there, did you? Fuck.
I understand you were under an obligation to produce all photographs after any alleged incidents of violence, right, Ms. Heard?
I produced everything.
Wow.
You didn't produce any photographs after the Met Gala.
Holy
I produced everything.
She's not backing down, is she? Holy shit.
You also understand that you're under an obligation.
This is the biggest gaslight in the history of work. Oh, seriously. In the history of, like, cases I've ever seen. The biggest gaslight.
But my lawyers are actually working for Johnny Depp as part of the conspiracy, so I gave them the photos and they just never put them out.
That's what happens when your ex-boyfriend pays for your lawyers.
I mean, it's 100% what happens all the time is you get lawyers, you pay them, you use your definitely new boyfriend's money who's totally gonna show up in court for you to support you with all the shit he's got going on. And that he gets you lawyers, and then they do not show the evidence of what you're saying to the jury.
Right. And it just got
that you definitely give them.
I am astounded. Like, okay, believe all victims. Fine. Believe all victims on the merits of their claims and what they present. You know when Rihanna got punched by her partner? Remember that? You remember those pictures? Yeah.
Okay, but hear me out though. Believe all victims is already negating people like Amber who are just lying and taking advantage, right? So believing a victim already negates anybody like Amber.
Yeah, it does. So, yeah. Believe all victims and be aware of Amber Heards. Be aware of Amber Heards.
Make sure they're victims.
And people who are trying to say, "Oh, this is harming the movement, the Me Too movement, or the crusade against the domestic violence, violent abuses and all that shit." There is a victim here. It's Johnny Depp. But it's astounding that people are refusing to even consider that he might be a victim because he's a man and he's rich.
EMP said, "Way to go to throw your legal team under the bus, huh?" Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like halfway through though. There's still like 2 more weeks of court when this video was when this was done. So it's like if you're gonna throw your lawyers under the bus, maybe wait until they're not working for you anymore. Like she did with her divorce lawyers. She threw them under the bus too. We'll get there.
Oh my god.
Spoilers.
Kyle Goldfish from the live chat. She knows if most of her evidence went in time, as in November 2021, when it was ordered by the court. JD's team would have had time to examine them all, and they would have been flung out as faked or photoshopped. It's possible. There's this whole big shebang going around about the metadata. I think so. Wherever there's a discrepancy, they have just thrown everything out. I think that's what's been happening, and that's why, Or if they have been taken in the last 2 years, like after 2018, they've just been thrown out. I think so. That's what's been happening. But it's here. Like, you watch Amber Heard, she's like, I don't know, I gave it all to my lawyers. And I'm astounded that Elaine's not going like, what the fuck?
She probably is, but I'm pretty sure Rottenborn is her head lawyer, so he's probably the one being like, do we have that? Did we have that? Why didn't we have that?
How they're getting gaslit. They're getting gaslit. Check shit posting in Chesh's Discord. RNGD Gaming said something.
Obligation to produce all medical records reflecting any injuries you allegedly sustained from Mr. Depp, correct?
That's correct.
And you haven't produced any pictures or any medical records reflecting a broken nose after the Met Gala in May of 2014, have you?
I have given everything to my lawyers. Everything. I've turned over literally everything that I have.
Is it
Which
your
means you
testimony,
don't
Ms. Heard,
have
that you
it.
sought medical treatment after Mr. Depp allegedly broke your nose after the Met Gala?
Not after the Met Gala. I did not seek medical attention, no.
You also attended an event after the Met Gala in May of 2014, didn't you?
That is correct.
You went to the All-Star Comedy Tribute to Don Rickles.
That is correct.
That was the next night after the Met Gala.
That is correct.
And there were pictures of you taken at this event.
Yes.
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1252. This is a picture of you, Ms. Heard,
Yes, it is.
at that event,
Yes, it is.
the night after the Met Gala,
Yes, it is.
the night after Mr. Depp allegedly broke your nose.
I'm not sure if it was broken, for the record.
Back
but-
pedal,
yeah,
back
sh-
pedal, back pedal.
Position, he broke my nose, and now she's like, I thought he broke my nose. Seriously, girl. Oh my goodness. That's why I'm just surprised that I'm not surprised that Camille and Johnny Depp's team let her give that, deposition or whatever. Because they're like, yeah, we're gonna catch her when we are gonna come in. Because I think so around that time, if she had said that, yeah, he broke my nose, they would have said, okay, how did you verify that? It's just your personal opinion. They would have asked for expert witness to come in, like a doctor or something, to verify that. But they didn't do that. I think so. This is the precise reason why they were like, she's gonna backpedal, and this is her just serving so much shit to Johnny Depp's lawyers for when they do their closings. This is like, oof.
Well, yeah, because right now they're not going to talk. They're like, the lawyers aren't talking to the jury, so the lawyers aren't there to explain. The jury's there to listen, draw whatever conclusions they're going to draw, and then at the end, you'll get things like, well, she says she has the evidence she doesn't produce. She said this but didn't do this. Da 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 da. Ba la la la.
Yeah, that's what they're going to go. There's like, she said she has provided the pictures. Why hasn't the jury seen those pictures? And the jury will be like,
yeah, why haven't we? Oh, it's because my lawyer team is incompetent. Okay, we'll put them up. I don't have them.
Yeah. And the lawyers will be like, I don't know. I'm sorry.
You should see what it looked like underneath the makeup.
He whacked you so hard in the face that you thought you had broken your nose.
You thought.
Exactly.
Right.
Permission to admit this photograph.
It's difficult to remember that it is not Johnny Depp's team's job to debate or argue with Amber. It's their job to ask her questions and get her answers, and then utilize that.
Yeah. They will make remarks here and there just to, like, pique the jury's interest.
And to prod at Amber.
Yeah. And so far, Camille's doing, like, excellent. She's doing, like... She's going at a very good pace, also.
Her tone is good.
In evidence?
You can listen to her and not go, like, oh my god, I'm getting bored. Her voice is nice. Whereas Elaine's, it's like, after, like, 1 minute, you just get bored listening to her voice. It's so... yeah.
This is a picture of you, Mr. Depp, and Don Rickles, right?
Oh,
That
look.
is correct.
Nothing on the face. Oh, that's a face that got
Let's
whacked
please pull
around.
up Plaintiff's Exhibit
Which
1253.
rings? Makeup, maybe you can cover up some bruises with makeup. You're gonna... all
This is
the
another
cuts
picture
you're gonna get
from that
from
evening,
those
right, Ms. Heard?
that don't
Yes,
exist.
it is.
Permission to admit Exhibit 1253 and publish it.
And I should have done up a
All right, so
bruise
moved.
to
1,
go
2, 5, 3 in
live.
evidence.
But,
This is a picture of you and Mr. Depp
oh
at
wow,
the event
look at
the
that.
night after Mr. Depp allegedly whacked you in the face so hard you thought he had broken your nose.
He did whack me in the face, and I did think it broke my nose.
And this is you the night after.
Yes, it is.
Wow. She's not backing down.
Magic ice.
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1254.
Sean Carroll from the live chat. How many objections
This is also
hearsay
a
has
picture
her
of you
lawyer
at the
team
same
said
event,
so
correct,
far?
Ms. Heard?
None.
There was
That is
one objection at the very beginning.
Yeah.
To admit Plaintiff's Exhibit 1254.
All right, 1254
There it is.
in evidence. You can publish. Thank you.
And just to confirm now that the jury can see it, this is a picture of you at the same event, the night after Mr. Depp allegedly
Well, she might
whacked
have
you in
said
the
no
face so
objection
hard
there.
you thought he broke your nose.
Okay.
This is a picture of me.
Doesn't want to turn her microphone on.
After he did whack me in the face.
The night after, right?
Yes, it is. I believe it was the night after,
Wow,
yes.
seriously.
Your nose doesn't appear to be injured in any of these pictures, does it, Miss Heard?
I'm wearing makeup.
Your nose doesn't appear to be injured in any of these pictures, does it, Miss Heard?
That's why I'm wearing makeup.
Right. And makeup covers up swelling, right?
Makeup will not cover up swelling. Ice will, though.
Ice will cover up swelling?
Ice reduces swelling. Normally, the swelling after that kind of injury
Ice
is not
can
as
reduce
bad as you
swelling,
might
yes.
imagine. And for me, it wasn't that bad.
Legit has a healing factor.
So there are two things that's happening, right? When she was talking to Elaine, she said, "Oh, my nose was broken," and over here she said, "I thought my nose was broken," right?
Mhm.
And then she said, "Oh, ice can bring down swelling." You don't even know when your nose is broken. How are you so confident in saying that the ice will bring down swelling? I'm just like, it's like either you know what's going on or you don't know what's going on. Which is it? You think your nose is broken. Ice will bring down the swelling. Like the amount of the what do you say? Discrepancies.
Yeah,
It's not matter.
She's got the
It's not matter.
she's got the consistency of wet toilet paper.
Yeah, wet toilet paper. I like that.
Not that she would know.
I have a picture of it underneath the makeup. That's how I know how to reference it.
Oh, you have a picture.
A picture you haven't produced or shown to
did.
this jury, right, Miss Heard?
I produced everything.
But you haven't shown it to this jury.
I would very much like to.
Again, I would very much like to.
Then why
Second
did
time.
why have these not made it out? We saw what you decided to produce to the press. I feel like if you had these pictures, you'd have produced them to the press ages ago.
Yeah, they went out to the People's Magazine and all that bullshit, and it went to TMZ, that fucking audio of Johnny Depp, smashing the cabinets and stuff. And you're saying you didn't, your photos of your face whacked up and swollen didn't get out in the media? Wow. Holy shit. Oh my god. EMP from the live chat. Johnny's team are emotionally close. That makes them physically close. By contrast, Amber's team started that way, but now maintain more physical distance. Yeah. You can see they cannot sit together. And there's some awkwardness going on there when they sit together.
It's not my job.
It's not my job. Oh my god.
Can't imagine.
Anna, may we approach?
Being
Yes.
awkward.
Oh wow.
I can't imagine being awkward with your client after they under the.
And you know why Camille's like asking the judge to approach? She would be like, "There's something going on here. These lawyers have not produced anything. Either she's lying or they're hiding something. Which is it?"
Yeah, I wonder if
Give me the pictures now.
Yeah, I wonder if Vazquez is actually going up to say that, hey, is there anything that needs to be produced in evidence that is not? Like, are we missing something?
Yeah, because she's nice. She's not going to throw a fellow lawyer under the bus like that. She's going to confirm everything. But it's going to be fascinating, to listen to that conversation that's going on right now. Look at the judge. She's just like, what's going on with my life? Oh god. I think so. It'll take some time for them to come back. But this is the second time that Amber Heard has said, "I would like to produce them. I produce them, but it's not up to me to produce them to the jury." So she's basically thrown her whole team under the bus here, and that's sad. That's sad. And I'm not going to be.
You would want to prove something like this. You would want to bring out your best shit. When are you saving it for? You've got Amber on the stand. Why?
What are you saving it for? That's the question, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. God. No wonder people are like, "What the fuck, lady? What's going on?"
I wonder if Rottenburn and Elaine are a bad job on purpose. They get paid either way, but I can't believe this incompetence. It feels like they are throwing this case.
So, I think so what's happening here is there's something...
I agree with Beeline.
What did she say? What did they say?
No, I do not believe so. Just that they got an unmanageable client that did not tell them the truth. Yeah, these lawyers got handed a ball of fuck, and then they were told to unfuck it. And they're working the best that they can, and their client is basically just making it worse.
Yeah.
There is a level of incompetency, though, that I'm like, really? About
I think
a couple of things, but I think it might just be that they're a specific kind of lawyer, and they might be out of their depth.
Yeah, that's possible. That I think so that Elaine might be out of her comfort zone here. That's what's happening. She's out of her comfort zone. She doesn't know. But then use the other lawyer. What's Rottenhouse doing? I don't get it. Like, so far we have seen that Johnny Depp's team has at least 3 lawyers who are working in cohesion.
4. They rotate.
Yeah, they're rotating. But over here, it's only majority of the time we have seen Elaine and Rottenhouse. They don't have more lawyers on the team?
Yeah, I don't know. It might just be 2. And then they're like a... Pretty sure Depp's more active.
Yeah, but so far we have seen 3 who have come on the dais, right? So, yeah.
There's the girl with the curly hair, the fabulous curly hair. There's Vasquez. There's Chu, who's the main Johnny Depp's main lawyer, and then there's the guy that had come up. There's one other guy.
Yeah, there's one more person. Yeah. Yeah. Chu's just like his. If you carefully see his reactions when there's objections going on, when Camille's making her objections and shit, it's like priceless. Ben Chu's face is priceless during that time. Should we try and forward it and see if it goes any forward?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, here we go.
That on this occasion.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Ms. Heard, you testified that in January of 2015, there was an incident in Tokyo before Mr. Depp's the film Mordecai's premiere. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you told this jury that on this occasion, Mr. Depp was kneeling on your back.
That's correct. In the
kneeling
closet.
on her back.
And you also told this jury that you wore a backless dress to the Mordecai premiere that very same night.
I did.
And you testified that you were checking for bruises in the car on the way to the event to make sure that there were, quote, no visible marks, right?
I was checking on my phone after the event to make sure that nothing.
Did you see the back pedal here? Did you see the back pedal here? Yeah, how? Or did she ask someone else to take pictures of her back? Like, how did she do that? And did you see the back pedal? Her original testimony was she was checking it on the way to the premiere.
Yeah.
And here she's saying, oh, I was checking it after the event. The vagueness. Holy shit. And the backpedaling. Holy shit. I really hope the jury is listening. Oh my god.
Your testimony was that you were checking in the car on the way to the event to make sure that there were no marks on your back.
Perhaps I misspoke or misunderstood. It was on the way back from it was after I was concerned. After, concerned that there would be marks in any photograph.
Of course you misspoke, right?
On the way back from what? On the way back from the so you didn't got whacked around.
What?
You put on the backless dress, didn't look at yourself in the mirror while you were wearing said backless dress, went to the premiere and then went, oh shit, I might have marks on my back. Let me get my phone out while I'm in the car on the way back and check. Like, too little too late if that was the case. Like, I don't know if Amber Heard's ever gotten ready for a premiere before. If anybody out there has ever gotten like dressed up ever where they're trying to like look at least a little bit nice, but you put on your clothes and you check the mirror to make sure your clothes are on correctly. I can't imagine somebody going to a whole ass, like, big premiere in, like, this long, gorgeous, backless dress and not, like, checking themselves in the mirror to make sure, like, nothing's not out of place, like some of the folds of the dress or anything. How the fuck? How? Tell Elmo!
We needed that GIF. We needed that GIF. Sorry, GIF. GIF.
See if I can
we needed
find
that.
it. I might be able to find it.
Find it. Find it, Shish. Find it for us.
Being photographed at Johnny's press event.
You didn't show this jury a picture of you in that backless dress, though, did you?
I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry.
You didn't show this jury a picture of you at the Mordecai premiere.
I don't know what
wearing
pictures
a backless
are.
dress, did you?
I haven't had the opportunity to.
Okay.
What?
I assume you have it.
I do. Let's please.
The snark. Oh my god. I assume you have it. I didn't get the opportunity to. Maybe because you didn't have anything for that. Oh my god.
Pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1256. This is a picture of you and Mr. Depp, or the back of you, at the Mordecai premiere in Tokyo, correct, Ms. Heard?
That is correct.
Your Honor, I move to admit and publish this picture.
All right, 1256 in evidence.
Why isn't Elaine using a microphone? For fuck's sake, Elaine. Oh god. Come on, Elaine. We believe in you. Look at
This
this.
is you and the
She's got her tattoos visible. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I think it worked.
backless dress.
It worked?
Yeah,
It worked?
I'm pretty sure I got Tell Elmo to go.
Yay! Tell Elmo.
Tell Elmo!
Elmo needs to know. Send help. Ugh, what are you doing?
It is a really nice dress.
At the Mordecai premiere in Tokyo, right?
That's a gorgeous dress. And I can see her tattoos. If her tattoos are visible.
Hey,
what-
Keon!
Keon! Hey, Keon! Welcome back!
Hey!
And if her tattoos are visible, the bruising would also be visible. I would think.
Okay, but hear me out. She has a tattoo on the side, and she's wearing that dress, and she's trying to tell us that she did not check the mirror when setting that dress up. That is absolutely something you would check about your tattoo visibility.
Yep.
She's trying to
Yep.
say that she's so cautious and careful about makeup and paparazzi and people taking care, like, people taking pictures of her in, like, one clip, and then in the other clip, she's like, oh, I didn't even think about it. How?
Assume you have the.
Tell
I
Elmo.
assume you have pictures. Wow, this snarky. Because it's like, I like Camille is like, I'm gonna be nice to you, but I'm gonna slowly, like, with a smile, chip away all your stories apart. Like, take a chisel, little chisel, and go like tick, 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 and boom, a big chunk falls out.
That is correct.
You would agree that there are no bruises or visible marks on your back in this picture.
No, not that I could see.
Of course, you can't see far
I'll
out.
show you one other photo. If we could please have Plaintiff's Exhibit 1257.
She's gonna take that knife and twist it in. Twisty knife.
This is a front angle picture of you and Mr. Depp at that premiere, correct?
That is correct.
Move to admit Plaintiff's Exhibit 1257.
All right, 1257 in evidence.
Now I can hear her, but I don't know if she's still using a mic.
She's still not using the microphone. I mean,
I'll
Roddenborn
show you
didn't
one
have
more
any
picture.
problem with the microphone.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 1258. And again, Ms. Heard, this is you and Mr. Depp at the Mordecai premiere.
Yes, it is.
Move to admit Plaintiff's Exhibit 1258.
All right, 1258 in evidence. Publish.
And that's the backless dress, right, Ms. Heard?
That is
Go
correct.
again. Nothing. Come on.
You also told this jury about an incident in Australia
Not wearing
in
any
March
makeup
of
for that one.
2015.
She said she
Yes,
checked
that's correct.
after.
You testified that after this alleged incident,
She just
you had cuts
legit
on your
has a
forearms,
whole
right?
ass block of ice
Yes,
that
that's
she
true.
sleeps on.
You testified that you had cuts on the bottoms of your feet as
I think so. She sleeps on a block of ice. I think so. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
she just legit sleeps on a whole ass block of ice.
well.
Yes, that's true.
We have now
You
moved to
testified that you
Australia.
had a bruise across your jaw from when Mr. Depp, quote, clocked you in the face, end quote.
That's true.
With his
Bruise across-
rings.
You didn't take any pictures of these injuries while you were in Australia, did you?
I don't think I took any pictures.
Why?
You just took 2 pictures
Okay,
of Mr. Depp.
so she has been taking pictures previously, but she decided that this, and for some reason they didn't end up in front of the jury. But in this instance, she didn't even take any pictures.
This is like the most like the biggest event too, like the largest incident with the most like damage done.
Yeah, she didn't take any pictures. Oh, okay.
We're gonna buy more.
Depp's
cookies.
writing on a mirror. Isn't that right?
I believe so, yes.
So you had your phone on you, right?
At some point I did have my phone.
And your iPad?
I had my iPad, I believe.
You testified that you were also raped with a liquor bottle in Australia, right, Miss Heard?
Yes.
Trigger warning,
You
everyone.
testified you bled from your vagina as a result of that sexual assault.
Yes.
There aren't any medical records reflecting that you sought medical treatment for any of these injuries, are there?
I did not seek medical treatment after Australia, no.
Not for the rape?
No, I did not want to tell anyone.
Not for the cuts?
No.
How was she cleared to travel from Australia after all that? Medically cleared. I don't get it. If she had all those injuries, you would need a medical clearance to travel. She had cuts on her arms, she had bruise on her face.
Maybe
and
she just thought
traveled-
it was her period.
Oh, okay.
Not for the injuries to your face.
I didn't need to.
I didn't need to. This horrific event where I got beaten up, I got raped with a bottle that I was worried was broken, I had cuts all over my feet, I was bleeding everywhere. I didn't need medical attention.
Nah. I thought my nose was broken. Yeah.
I got slammed into a table, I got tossed around a room, guy broke a phone near my head. He got medical attention for his finger, though, that happened sometime between point A and point B, but I wasn't there for that. I wasn't aware of that. And then the ambulance showed up, and the nurses were there, and none of them saw any injuries on me at all.
Nothing.
I didn't need any medical attention, and everybody went, okay.
Wow.
You also told the jury about an incident on December 15, 2015, right?
Where? I'm sorry.
December 15th,
She doesn't remember her shit.
Yes, that's correct.
You told this jury that after this
difficult.
incident, you had a broken nose.
It certainly felt like it.
Oh, here we go again. Backpedaling. It felt like it was broken. It wasn't broken, though. Far out.
Sir, do you recall giving testimony on day 16th in this trial?
Wow.
I'm
Yes, I
glad
did,
that
right?
Vasquez did
Yes.
not feel rushed, because this was there's a limited amount of time.
You had a broken nose.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know.
You're right, you're
if
right.
8 through 13?
Mordecai,
Which page?
I think so. I missed something.
You had a broken nose.
Here.
It certainly felt like it.
Felt like it. Oh no, it wasn't broken? God.
Sir, do you recall giving testimony on day 16th in this trial?
You know, she sure doesn't look very upset
You weren't
this
right?
time,
Yes.
like,
This time when it was
reliving
mentioned,
and...
Nothing. When Elaine was questioning her, she was like, "Oh yeah." Stark difference between the reactions in both the cases. Yeah, between both the cases.
Well, if she's going for trauma, then it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's asking for a copy, but Elaine, if you're not going to use your microphone, I can't hear you. Please. Use your microphone, honey. Please. I believe in you. What was that?
I will do. Thank you, Judy.
There's a lady named Judy in this courthouse.
Judy?
And it's not the judge.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
All right, yes, ma'am.
And would you like a copy?
Yes, please.
Oh, the judge is so polite. Yes, please.
Closing statements on the trial are on the 27th, so about a week.
Still got time. Lola Lola from the live chat. Do you guys think this is enough for Camille to make a partner? I don't think so. She will have to show a record. She's negotiate track.
It depends on her previous work.
4593. The jury trials transcript.
If she's got good previous work, then potentially. It depends on, 1, her track record, 2, where she's at in her career, and 3, ready for that level of
responsibility. Yeah.
There's like a lot of like.
Yeah.
And so she could be like a young maverick who's actually just really, really good at this, but doesn't have enough experience.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I suspect, that she's going to have a bit of stardom after this cross. Well, yeah, this is
Oh yeah.
It's public, so yeah.
Oh yeah. She's already got
remember, stardom, with stardom also comes the detractors, so you gotta be careful. But I liked it that she took pictures of the alpacas that were outside the courthouse. That was great. Yeah, Intrigue Feline. Judge is very irritated with Elaine. They are.
Imagine that. I would have been kicked out of this courthouse so fast.
Oh, yeah. I'll be like, did you see her? And the judge would be like, out!
8 through 13.
This is so good that they're using her own words against her. This is perfect. They're doing all the work for the jury, and this is what you're supposed to do. You have to, if you want to convince the jury of your case, you have to work for them.
Starting on line
Easier
8,
for them to absorb the information.
I thought I probably had a concussion, and certainly thought, excuse me, strike that, let's start over. I thought I probably had a concussion, and certainly that I had a broken nose. There was blood everywhere, blood all over the pillows. My head was bleeding from the ripped out hair, chunks of hair on the floor,
that was in the
all over the place actually. So lines...
Oh, not on the bed?
9, that I had a broken nose. Do you recall giving that testimony, Miss Heard?
Yeah.
It's so funny, like, if you go back, she's saying the minor injuries that are, not the minor injuries, but the lesser injuries than a broken nose. She's like, yeah, I thought that happened. But the bigger injuries, like the broken nose, she was very certain of it. But now she's like, I thought, it felt like it.
Yeah, like, but victims never forget any information about their assaults and things that happen to them.
Especially when they get medical attention. After that, that just is here forever. I got medical attention.
Well, I just mean according to Amber.
According to Amber, yeah. Her own op-ed in 2018.
Exactly.
So you had a broken nose, right?
That's absolutely what I thought.
And you told the jury that you had 2 black eyes after this incident, right?
I did have 2 black eyes after that incident.
And you testified that you also had a busted lip from when Mr. Depp punched you.
That is correct.
Don't forget the rings.
From December, yes, that's correct.
You testified that the lip wound kept reopening when you moved your mouth.
Ooh, I know where we are going with this.
You also testified that you had bruising on your temple.
She had all this bruising. She had 2 black eyes. She had a split lip, and she... Oh my god, she didn't take any pictures of all that.
No, she did. What? She took a picture of the temple.
Oh, the temple.
Yeah, and her hair. Because her hair was pulled and ripped out, remember?
Oh, but the hair were on the carpet, not like her ripped out scalp.
Well, there's a picture of her scalp, but it doesn't look like what.
It's not bleeding, though, is it? It's not bleeding. It's in the testimony. She said her scalp was bleeding because of all the hair ripped out.
Right.
Something tells me you didn't take that picture after that event, honey. You took the picture of something else.
That's correct.
And bruising on your chin.
Correct.
You also testified that your head was bleeding from where Mr. Depp ripped chunks of your hair out.
I remember, yes.
And that you had, quote, gross, pussy, and, quote, bruising around your temple.
Pussy. Hold on.
In my scalp, yeah.
You had a pussy temple, a bruising that was pussy. So you didn't get any antibiotics for that.
No, she had ice.
And it just went away. Oh, ice is a cure-all for everything.
She was
Oh,
icing
okay.
it while she was unconscious, and her friend came to wake her up.
You know what happens when you get pus? You need antibiotics for that, because that tells me that you've got bacteria, infection and bacteria. You need antibiotics for that. God, it doesn't go away on its own.
Letty in the chat said, I had two grotesquely rotting pustule sores, but none that you can see if I use ice and concealer. Teehee.
Letty Luma, ice heals pus mania, don't you know? No, I don't know. I'm so incompetent. Oh my goodness. As someone who has taken like first aid classes, I'm so incompetent. Holy shit.
Now, for this incident, you did take pictures.
That's correct.
Oh, okay.
And we will look at some of those in a minute, but I first want to talk to you about your appearance on the James Corden show.
Sure. Can I close this?
Oh, I know where this is going. The James Corden show.
You appeared on the James Corden show the day after this alleged incident, right?
I did.
And that was December 16th, 2015?
Yes, that's correct.
Let's please pull up a clip of your appearance from that evening. If we could, Plaintiff's Exhibit 35. And for the record, we will only be playing a portion of this, so we will call it Plaintiff's Exhibit 35A.
All right, any objection? 35A in evidence.
I had a brain tumor and the worst explosive diarrhea you could ever imagine, and then I ate some ice.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And it cured everything. Oops. What happened there?
It started at the end.
That was you on the James Corden show on December 16th, 2015, right, Ms. Heard?
That was.
Let's please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 98.
Interesting.
These are pictures of you on the James Corden show on December 16th, 2015, right, Ms. Heard?
I really hope, oh my god, I really
like
hope
screen grabs.
that Ben & Jerry's
Still,
comes
they're
up
not
with an
like a-
Amaker ice cream.
Oh,
that'd be so
It's like a photo
good.
shoot, it doesn't seem.
But on the James Corden show,
It's
correct?
got
From that
it's
appearance,
like
yes.
vanilla and
Move
chocolate
to
and like
admit and publish Plaintiff's
something
Exhibit 9.
like green mochi or something, and like something
Green
that'll
tea.
look like, so it'll look like brown, so it'll look like
Oh, yeah.
so it'll switch, so like the top has like the bright purple blue, and then the middle has like a yellow green, and then the bottom has chocolate in it, so like the stages of a
yes.
bruise, and it's just like in the center, and then all around the outside is like white for like vanilla and peach
I want
maybe
ice cream.
with that,
No, I
and then
want-
it's Amica ice cream.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
98.
Any objection? All right, and Ms. Britton, you could move the microphone and turn it on for you, so Judy and I are having trouble hearing you.
This lady had a split lip that kept opening.
Whenever she opened her mouth, and then we have pictures of her with her mouth open.
Seriously?
Ew. Ooh,
Sorry, Ron.
raspberry
All right, thank you.
blueberry.
All right, 98 in evidence. Thank you.
Num 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 num. So this is
That's a photo of you opening your mouth. on the
where's the
right,
split lip?
Right?
That's correct.
It's supposed
And
to be right
again,
here.
a larger view of the same photo on the bottom
That's correct.
with a split lip.
You've seen pictures of it without makeup. Yes,
So you had a split lip when you
I
were
sure
moving
did.
your mouth that way
I sure did.
in those photographs.
Absolutely.
You know, okay, we need to explain some biological anatomy, like human anatomy to Amber Heard. You know what happens when you talk and when you laugh? Your lips, these lips, they stretch and then they come together, and if you have a split lip, you know what will happen? When the lips stretch, it will split open again. And if you were bleeding, you'll stop bleeding again. And if there's a lipstick hiding that split lip, sorry, my goodness sake, that gap will be quite evident.
But how far do they have to split and get squashed before I can go ride a horse?
The Kionori, a Pikachu ice cream. Oh my goodness! Now we are getting ideas for different types of ice
Chopped
cream.
Pikachu ice cream made with lightning, real lightning. It's like strawberry. How about raw berry?
You did take pictures of your alleged injuries after December 15th, correct? And you showed those to this jury?
I sure did, yes.
Okay. Let's please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 516, which is already in evidence.
Hey, exhibits do they have? 516, 12 something something, like
a lot.
Thousands.
They get to 900, like, yeah, last time, I think.
Oh, wow.
You testified that this is a picture of you after the incident on December 15th, 2015, right?
It was.
So this is the one with the two black eyes?
And if we could also please pull
Two
up
black
Defendant's
eyes,
Exhibit
bruising on the lip.
517, which is
Missing hair. Two black eyes, split lip, bruising on the temple, that's pussy, and scalp. Bleeding scalp and hair missing.
also in evidence.
You know what's interesting too? Later on, she claims that she was losing hair due to stress.
That's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh.
This is also a picture of you after the incident on December 15th, 2015.
That's correct.
Where's the
We
bruising
could
here?
please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 409, which is already in evidence.
Frozen Foundation squirrel cone. Broken nose, right. Broken nose is the other thing. She had a broken nose there too.
Wow.
It is not actually uncommon to, if you get punched in the face and it breaks your nose, it's not uncommon to get two black eyes from that.
These pictures ended up in People magazine in June of 2016. Isn't
Where,
that right, Ms.
though?
Heard?
That's correct.
But where,
You
though?
gave these pictures to People magazine after you publicly accused Mr. Depp of domestic abuse, didn't you?
I didn't personally know.
You didn't
This was
personally.
you protecting Mr.
What?
Depp after you got the restriction.
What? You didn't personally? So someone did it on your behalf? What? And this is her trying to move on. Right. Okay.
Restraining order against him, isn't it?
No, this is him calling me a liar and me forcing to prove it, as I mentioned to you earlier.
So you did give these pictures to People magazine?
No, I gave these
Jesus,
pictures
already
actually
admitted.
to
Pause for a
my
second.
lawyers and my representatives.
Yeah.
If you listen very carefully to what she just said,
I didn't personally.
she said, I didn't personally give these to them. And then she said, because she said, this is you protecting Mr. Depp, she said, no, this is me having to prove it, meaning that she was responsible for the pictures, which is why she then asks her again, and then she said, I gave the pictures to my lawyers and my representatives.
Here we go. Here we go.
Everything's got to be difficult and roundabout when you've got somebody being this much of a bitch.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, wow. Holy shit.
At the time.
So, Camille knows what she's doing, and she got the answer she wanted.
Mhm.
Like, oh,
yeah,
this is me
the short
proving.
answer is yes.
Yep.
The long answer
Your
is I
testimony,
gave
Miss-
them to my representatives to give out to the press.
Yeah. I didn't personally do it. Someone else did it on my behalf. Bitch!
Heard that your lawyers and representatives gave these pictures of their client to People magazine in the middle of a contentious divorce?
I certainly did not personally give it, no.
Personally.
Her representatives might not
Also
be
have a
her
medical
lawyers.
record.
It might be her PR team.
From after the December 15th, 2015 incident, don't you?
Oh.
A partial one, yes.
You went to see
partial
Dr.
one.
Kipper's office a couple days later.
That's right. He wasn't in the office.
Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 47, which is already in evidence? This is your medical record for December 17th, 2015, isn't it, Ms. Heard?
What does it say? Miss Amber Heard is a 29-year-old English-speaking Caucasian female with a past medical something of insomnia, anxiety, and attention deficit disorder. Today, the patient reports a headache. She got some, maybe from, she bumped her head while standing up 2 days ago. The patient reports no loss of consciousness, no nausea or vomiting, no change in mental status or vision changes. Seen in the office on this date. of 2015. The patient has not experienced any cardiovascular or symptomatically. She denies chest pain or dyspnea, PND, or I don't know what the fuck, and ankle edema. She has palpitations, has or has not, I don't know. Whatever, pre-sign scope, whatever shit. In medical history, insomnia, anxiety, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Okay. And then the medication comes in. Okay, cool.
That's correct.
And this record doesn't document any physical injuries on you, does it?
Yeah, nothing.
Nope.
I don't think so, no. I don't think I spoke to Kipper. I didn't speak to Kipper that day. And
but you went to Dr. Kipper's office and were seen, correct?
I went to Dr. Kipper's office for a concussion check.
Right. Okay. And this medical...
It doesn't say concussion here anywhere.
It says that she has no signs of concussion. She bumped her head.
Yeah. What?
Record is from that visit, correct?
Partially, yes.
Partially?
Scroll down, please.
What do you mean by partially? I can't read that.
The signature, Kipper, down below. This is the entirety of the medical record. Right, Ms. Hurd?
Yes, what I meant by partial is I didn't talk about what happened to me. I didn't get into my injuries. I didn't get into what happened.
They would see them! You don't have to talk about things for people that... Tell Elmo!
Tell Elmo where it hurt. Fucking hell. Tell Elmo, why the fuck do you have fucking bruised temple, pussy temple lady? Like, God.
Broken nose. Wait, this is 2015. That's still the broken nose, black eyes, broken nose, 2 black eyes, busted lip, bruise on the temple that is pussy, and bloody scalp with hair missing. These are professionals. They're required by their field to report and talk like that. Huh? One more time. Tell Elmo.
Tell Elmo.
Tell Elmo.
Holy shit.
Asked for anything other than should I get some sort of scan done.
But this record doesn't document any physical injuries on you, does it?
I'd have to read it in full, but I don't know.
Well, let's do that.
Yeah.
You could please go... Well, under skin, on the second page, it reads intact, normal color, moisture, hair distribution, texture, turgor.
Hair distribution?
No signs.
No missing hair?
Oh, this is going to be hard. Cyanosis, mottling, jaundice.
Jaundice.
No sign of injury.
It also says I'm a well-nourished male.
Right.
Dude.
I have no idea what that means.
I think this medical record's missing a lot of things.
Oh, she's trying to say that.
It doesn't document any physical injuries.
Doesn't seem to be documenting anything.
Then why did you submit it into court if it's not... This is your medical record that got in the court. How did it get in the court? It's already in the exhibit. So your team should have a copy of it.
She put out and provided a medical record, as per court order, you have to do that. Yeah. A medical record that says there is no difference in hair distribution. There is no signs of physical injury, skin tones normal, that would be the bruising. No signs of anything like jaundice, which would be the pus she's talking about. No signs of any broken bones, etc., etc., etc. All of which a medical... Now, it's not Dr. Kipper that she talked to, and it wasn't the other nurse that she talked to, which means she just went to the office, meaning that whoever she talked to is unlikely to be quote-unquote paid by Johnny Depp. And she submitted this and then decided to say, yeah, I had Johnny rip my hair out.
What?
Did she read this?
I don't. I think
Are we sure that Johnny is the one who's delusional and having hallucinations? It's not just her?
Yeah.
With the amount of drugs that she does.
Yeah, no.
By her own testimony.
God.
Tell Elmo.
Tell Elmo. Seriously.
Probably because there was nothing to document, right, Miss Heard?
Oh, there it
I
goes.
disagree with you on that.
You don't have any medical records reflecting that you broke your nose during your relationship with Mr. Depp, do you?
I saw an ENT after my relationship ended.
So no.
So, no.
And you saw an ENT, it's your testimony under oath that you saw an ENT for broken noses that you sustained as a result of Mr. Depp?
No, but the ENT told me I sustained
Objection.
multiple fractures.
No, I'm going to move to strike. Your
I'll
Honor.
sustain the objection. I'll move it to strike. Okay.
Thank you.
Nice. This is a hearsay objection because she's trying to tell what ENT told her, which is not in the record. So it's like, it's
Meaningless.
it could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be anything. The ENT could have said anything. It's just her version of what ENT said. Though, if they had the medical records or the notes from the ENT that was put in, they could have said, okay, they are in the record, so she can talk about them.
Yeah.
Or we can talk about them. Or if they could have got the ENT themselves to come in and give a testimony, that would have been gold. But for some reason, nor the ENT notes, nor the ENT themselves are here to give any
She
testimony.
said at the time that she didn't need medical attention. She
So,
only needed
and-
medical attention after the fact to try to bolster her story, allegedly.
Yeah. Oof. Oof. This is why documentation is important. Just a heads up. Please do not take your well-being and your health for granted. Document everything. Everything. Even if you're like, I don't know what's going on, just go for a regular checkup, man. Just go for a regular checkup.
So again, just to try my question, there's no medical records reflecting that you broke your nose during your relationship with Mr. Depp, is there, Ms. Heard?
I don't know what made it in evidence, but I do know that I documented that visit and that everything was given to my attorneys.
Ms.
So
Heard,
no.
you never went to see any doctor or surgeon to treat a broken nose during your relationship with Mr. Depp, yes or no?
I never sought treatment for broken nose while I was with Johnny.
Or after you were with Mr. Depp, as a result of any injuries you sustained as a result of Mr. Depp?
Afterwards, yes, I did.
And you didn't produce those medical records in this case.
I would object, Your Honor. She did.
I did.
I don't know. All right.
They have not been produced, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
they not only
All right, if you would
produced.
come and approach.
Trying to.
No,
Elaine's really gotta stop fucking arguing, man. Because that affects the jury. She's not allowed to do that. She can't say objection, she did. Because look at what Amber did. She took that cue and immediately said, I did. You cannot do stuff like that. It's the same reason of saying, like, hey, this, and this. No, you don't get to argue for your client when it's not your turn. You can redirect during the redirect. That's what. Keep this in mind because this doesn't come up during the redirect.
Elaine tries to get it in, but because she's so incompetent, she couldn't get it in.
Well, I think it's because Amber was incompetent. Amber didn't know how to answer those questions in a way that...
Or maybe because she forgot what the fuck she spewed. Because she was all the bullshit she spewed, so she forgot about that comment about the ENT, and that's it.
You don't have any medical records reflecting that you required
Or it wasn't
dental
beneficial
work
for her to
during
bring
your
it up.
relationship with Mr. Depp, do you?
Because they don't have those medical records.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't recall.
You don't recall one way or another seeking dental care for any injuries you allegedly sustained?
She did say she
you
got
asked me
cracked
about
in the
if
jaw.
I had produced records or if I
That
had
would be
records.
dental
That's
work.
a different question.
Did you ever see a dentist or an oral surgeon
She said she had a
as a
bruised
result
jaw.
of any injuries you sustained with Mr. Depp?
Not about any injury I had from Johnny, no.
And you don't have any medical records reflecting that you required any reconstructive work during your relationship with Mr. Depp, do you?
I never required reconstructive work.
Ooh.
So there would be no records.
So the reconstructive work would include any nose job you would have had to get done.
I
because of
think they're
broken
talking
nose.
about dental stuff, not...
Just the dental.
Yeah.
Well, I would take it as both as nose, because if she had, she would have immediately said, "Yeah, I got reconstruction for my nose, for my broken nose."
Yeah,
She would have pointed it out.
yeah. Well, she didn't require any medical attention, remember?
Oh yeah.
She only thought she had a broken nose.
Yeah, she thought she had a broken nose. She didn't seek any medical attention. She didn't require any, but she has all the records and she has produced them to her lawyers somewhere somehow. The inconsistency, oh my goodness.
What you
Like
do
toilet
have,
paper.
Miss Heard, are pictures of Mr. Depp sleeping, though, right? The jury saw a lot of those.
Yes.
Miss Heard, let's take a look at defendant's exhibit.
She's like, you didn't take pictures of your injuries, but you took picture of an old man sleeping, like doing nothing,
Taking a
to
nap
you.
at the beach.
Yeah, or passed out on the floor. Got it.
1090, which is already in.
That tells me that this woman took pictures to make fun of Johnny Depp and to control him.
Alicia makes a good point. Then where's the bump on her nose from breaking it if she didn't get work?
Yep, there is some sort of distortion here if you break your nose. Where is it?
It's under the makeup.
Oh yeah,
You put some ice on it.
yeah. The ice just like straightened out the cartilage area.
Yeah, it's swelling, right?
Evidence.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh, they went for exhibit 1090. 1090. Holy shit.
You took this photograph, right, Miss Heard?
That's correct.
Oh god, look
And
at
you
that
testified
guy.
that this was taken in Tokyo in July of 2013.
Put a blanket
correct?
on the man.
Yes.
Yeah, let him sleep.
So you decided to take a picture of Mr. Depp asleep on the floor?
He was passed out.
That's a
And I
yes.
took a picture of him because he wouldn't remember. He claimed he didn't pass out that way.
He wouldn't remember
And
falling asleep.
Sometimes security would carry him like a baby into bed, get him changed, and he would be none the wiser. So I started taking pictures of it so that he knew.
If they carried him into bed, he would have already been in bed.
The thing is that, what's the purpose of taking these pictures of him passing out? What are you trying to say to him? Okay, he can't manage himself when he's drunk or he passes out. He's 58 for fuck's sake.
Well, I think she's trying to say that he was surrounded by yes men, so he didn't realize he had a problem, so I took pictures of him in these compromising positions so I could show him, because he wouldn't remember that that he was doing stuff like this. But instead of being reasonable about it and saying, hey, listen, he had a problem, he was overworked, he was drinking on top of it, and plus whatever medication he was on was causing him to fall asleep in compromising positions and in awkward places, and he didn't remember that that was happening, so I took pictures of that. So when I said that he should probably look at getting sober off of his medication, I could show him what I was talking about. Not, he beat me and then fell asleep on the floor.
Oh god. So you took the pictures to
Taking
warn
his
him about
pictures
this
could
problem.
have been altruistic. I do not believe that they were altruistic
No,
or she was
I
being
also don't
altruistic, but
Yeah.
you could be, and if she knew, and if she was, that's the way she would have described taking this picture for, not what she said, which is confusing as hell.
Yeah, nah. Okay, here we go.
That it was real. That it had gotten this bad.
Let's take a look at
is
defendant's
this when
exhibit
she hit him?
1090.
Yeah.
Is
I
this one
didn't
of the
punch
times
you.
that she hit him? Because if that's the case,
Yeah.
then maybe he's like curled up on the floor, passed out because you gave him a concussion.
Yeah. God damn it.
I
Yeah,
don't
this
know.
picture could go either way. This picture could go either way. It's like either she maybe punched him and he's on the floor, or he's just passed out drunk. It could go either way.
Or
That's why
he's
you
taking his medication, which knocks him out.
and instead of you helping him to like get to bed after taking his medication, I'm gonna make sure he just falls to the floor and I'm gonna take a picture of him. Fucking asshole.
One, which is already in evidence.
Oh,
I
took
look
this
like
at
that
picture
one.
as well.
I like that picture. That's a
Yes.
picture you put in a photo album of your family. That's a great picture.
Yeah. Look at Uncle Johnny sleeping.
Oh, Uncle Johnny fell asleep after a long day at the beach.
Let the man have some sleep, dude. Seriously. You know, when I was in college, sometimes we would get these mass bunks. We would plan mass bunks. Like, okay, today's the day we're not attending any class, just for stupid reasons, whatever.
Mental health day.
Yeah, something like that. And I I would be wearing my shoes and my whole attire that I'm supposed to go wearing, wearing to college, and I'd just go to sleep in the living room.
Hell yeah.
On the couch. And you know what my parents would do? They wouldn't click my pictures. They would say, "Oh, she's let her sleep, let her sleep, let her sleep," and they would gently put a blanket on me and
Get
just let me
this
sleep
man a
forever.
blanket. I mean, maybe not a blanket on the beach. You don't necessarily.
Yeah, no. But sometimes your feet get cold, so you do need a blanket sometimes.
Like on
But
the legs.
I'm telling you, people who love you, they'll let you nap. They let you nap. Let your loved ones out there. Let your people nap. It's very important, especially in these times.
You should have tried harder and put a pristinely cleaned, never
Oh,
used.
you know what's missing?
She needs a put a tampon applicator,
Tampon
in his nose.
Yeah,
And be
sticking
like,
out
see, he
that.
was doing coke.
I know. You know what she should have done? She should have stuck an ice cream in his hand.
Oh, I didn't think it through. I mean, to be fair, it would be really funny if they had, like, between the two of them, by the way, if they had an ongoing joke that one time he actually did just nod off while holding ice cream, so then every time he nodded off, she started putting ice cream in his hands and taking pictures. Like, that would be funny!
Fun with your life, dude. This life is too short.
But that's if both people think it's funny. Like, if he doesn't think it's funny, then don't do it. But if you both think it's funny, then do it. It's hilarious.
Or he does it when she passes out. You saw that picture.
Yeah, it goes both the way. Yeah.
Just put a little ice cream.
Ice
Like,
cream.
hey, you passed out too. Fuck, man.
That would be fun.
Rose from the live chat. It's illegal to nap while on a beach vacation. Oh, come on.
Oh, shit.
Really? Oh, did he get a citation for this?
He's got write him up like he's got a yellow card from like soccer on him.
Yellow card. 2 yellow cards and you get a red.
2 yellow cards and you get a punch to the face, Johnny.
Yeah. You get a hit. I didn't punch you. You'll get a hit.
Right.
Not a punch. Fuck my life. Alicia said from the live chat, the only time you wake up someone up from a nap on a vacation is if they're in danger of a sunburn. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, if you're worried they've gotten like overheated and are like suffering sunstroke. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a picture that was taken in the Bahamas, right?
It's one of them, yes.
And this is a picture of Mr. Depp taking a nap on his tropical island.
I believe he was on the nod, but as he would say.
Sleeping on the nod on his island.
They're very different, in my opinion. And yes, he is on the island.
In my opinion.
On vacation.
She's so like her words
we were on
mean
vacation,
nothing.
yes.
Let's also take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 1092, which is...
What was the purpose of this picture? I don't get it.
Yeah, why did you take that picture? He was on the nod, so he was like doing one of these.
He was like,
I very rarely have I done that in my life. There has been a couple of times, and it is not a fun time, especially when you really need to stay awake. It really sucks.
Yeah. It's torture.
Wait, if he was doing one of these, why didn't she record it? Why is it just a picture?
Yeah. It's funny, like, she doesn't have pictures of him doing that. Like, come on. Give us more, Amber! Come on, entertain us!
Own evidence?
Are you entertained?
Are you not entertained? No, we're not. You set the expectation up here, and you provided us with peanuts.
You also took this picture, right, Miss Heard?
That's correct. I
Does
did.
he have like a ponytail?
And this is another
up on his
picture of
head?
Mr. Depp asleep in a chair.
Cute.
He's got like an alfalfa thing on top of his head.
And look, the dog's like, look at the dog at the bottom. Oh my god.
Aww.
Aww.
Well, yeah, he was so scary that the dog was just laying at his feet.
A dog was like, I'm going to support you. I won't let you fall. I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you down.
I'm gonna shit in your bed later.
Later. Because mommy told me to do that.
Because mommy gave me a bag of weed.
Yeah. Fuck.
No, he was nodding off. Sleep is different. When you're nodding off,
what?
you're high on drugs. Didn't even feel the cigarette in his hand that had been burning on his leg.
Where's
it? Was
it?
cause for alarm for me, naturally, because I cared about him.
So she adds these details in there, which the picture doesn't have. I'm like, what's the point? Does she think the jury will like, oh yeah, because she took this picture, so everything else she's adding is going to be there? Like, what?
She's in a no-win situation with a photo like this and then describing the situation like that, because best case scenario, that it doesn't the picture doesn't show that, so whatever she said is going to be up in the air anyway. Or worst case scenario, she takes the picture while he's still got the cigarette in his hand and it's burning his pants, and everybody goes, why the fuck were you taking a picture?
Why didn't you, like, take the cigarette off him or, like, wake him up and, like, Johnny, look! Fuck! So that Johnny would be like, oh my god, thank you!
No, because then he would have smacked her for waking him up.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Allegedly.
Is your testimony under oath that Mr. Depp is holding a cigarette in this picture?
He had been.
He had been. Oh my goodness.
You seem to really like taking pictures of Mr. Depp while he's sleeping, don't you?
I hated it. I hated it.
Let's look at Defendant's Exhibit 109.
You hated it?
Are you telling me that you have no cute pictures of Johnny Depp sleeping? Because I saw at least one super adorable picture of Johnny Depp sleeping, and that's it.
This one's also adorable with this little, like, ponytail on the top.
That one's kind of cute, too, with the dog.
Yeah,
like
with the dog especially?
These don't look, except for the one on the floor, those two don't look like malicious taken pictures, or pictures taken to demonstrate anything. They look like just cute pictures you might take of somebody from across the room that's fallen asleep during whatever's going on. Especially the beach one. Especially the beach one.
It's like, look, you look so cute here. Like, far out, man. And just twist the meaning of that.
Yeah. Oof. And here's the thing. Remember every time she's like, oh, he was passed out on drugs, it's his medications. This isn't like, oh, well, he was doing cocaine. Well, he was on his drugs and his drugs knocked him out. The ones that are supposed to knock him out, those drugs.
They're supposed to do the job and they're doing the job. What's wrong with that? Oh, we have this famous picture of the ice cream. Here we go. The thing is that...
Maybe don't use a piece of ice cream that large when you're taking the joking picture.
Yeah, a smaller ice cream. Be nice.
Looks like it's a pain to clean up.
If you look at Johnny Depp, he's not even looking up to see his own pictures.
So I saw somebody make, he can see them on the screen. But I saw somebody make a point about this picture that if you zoom in on the table there's a, I remember what it said. Hold on, let me go find it. Because it was, wow, what the fuck.
Find it, girl, find it.
Hold on. I gotta get past cryptid puck.
Never gonna let you down.
I feel like I tagged you. I feel like I just...
Did you?
Yeah, I feel like I retweeted it and tagged you.
Okay, let me see. Let me see.
It was definitely not at past Spider-Man. Don't worry about it.
Okay. No worries. No worries. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, keep going. I'll see if I can find it.
We're halfway through, so that's good.
You took this picture of Mr. Depp as well, didn't you?
I did.
You decided to take a picture of Mr. Depp asleep with ice cream spilled all over him, right?
He was nodding off, and I was worried about how bad the medications and the medication change and the drug use had gotten, where he wouldn't even feel ice cream or a lit cigarette on him. And it's...
Hold on. Did you hear what she just said? His medications, and then she switched to drugs. She's trying to imply that he was taking his medication plus the drugs at the same time. There's no proof of that. And if he's passed out on his medication, then talk to his doctor and find out what the fuck is going on. Like, why are you shaming him for his medications? This is absolutely ridiculous.
It scared me.
So you
really.
took a picture of it?
Yes, I wanted him to get help, and Johnny's surrounded by enablers who clean up after him.
Objection,
and
Your
him.
Honor. I'm going to move to strike everything after yes.
Enablers like your sister and your father? Your father who did drugs, who you walked in doing drugs with Johnny Depp? Your sister who taught Johnny Depp how to snort cocaine with an applicator? Those enablers? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Right.
That she took this picture.
Still responsive, Your Honor.
The question was, did you take this picture?
All right, I'll sustain the objection.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Nice.
This isn't a very flattering picture of Mr. Depp, is it?
No, it's not.
You wouldn't agree that this is, or you would agree with me that this is an embarrassing scene, right?
Yes, I think it's a part of getting help.
Embarrass the victim. You know what doesn't work when you're trying to get help to a victim? Embarrassing them. That never works. What the fuck is your problem? It's a very small percentage of people who, when get embarrassed, get help. Oh god. That's why you go to a professional and try and seek out help, you moron. You don't become... Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
But you sent this picture to one of your friends, didn't you?
Oh!
I don't recall.
Okay.
Don't recall.
If we could please pull up
She doesn't recall. Oh, her memory is going to be refreshed right now, very soon.
Defendant's Exhibit 252. We'll only be looking at the portion of this document. So if we could please call it Defendant's Exhibit 252A.
That picture's such a setup.
And for ease, we've gone ahead and redacted it.
Did she say? Did she say 5258?
I'm not sure.
Or
I wasn't
25.
listening. I'm
Asking for support. That's correct.
Okay.
There's no question yet, Ms. Heard. So directing your attention,
There's no
I'm going to
question
move to
yet,
admit
Miss Heard.
Exhibit 252A.
Got him.
Any objection? Any objection, Ms. Berto? Could you turn your microphone again? I'm sorry. Thank you.
I need to see it first because I don't know what they redacted.
252.
Redact.
You know what they redacted by reading the rest of the shit, girl.
Redacted the identifiers and anything that's not Ms. Heard's text messages. Consistent with hearsay.
Go. Thank you. Elaine's looking into that photograph.
We approach?
Okay.
Oh, now we're approaching. I'm gonna try and skip this because... There we go. Look at Johnny Depp's team. Like, they just huddle together every time something like that happens. It's so cool.
Maybe I should just find a picture of the picture. Johnny Depp asleep with ice.
Okay. Should I continue? Or did you find the picture?
I'm just trying to find one that I can...
Okay.
You might be able to see on the outside my mouse.
Hi Johnny, I can't believe I'm sending a message to thee, Johnny Depp. Anyway, my name is Leslie and I'm from Liverpool, England. I just wanted to say what a wonderful human being you are.
Yeah.
You are so kind, caring and generous. Your humbleness,
is that
humour
me?
and heart of gold are just some of your qualities.
Yeah, that's you, I think.
Your strength and courage have been inspiring. That's why we fight with you for justice.
Oh no, it's me. I think that's me.
Okay.
It's me.
Alright, well...
Sorry.
Okay.
My bad.
Alright.
I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. Should we continue?
So, on the Oh, that's what it was. So on the table of that picture, I can screen share and show it to you. Want to see it? I can try and.
Yeah, screen share, please.
Out of the way. One.
Dun, dun, dun. Can't see anything.
Why are you black?
Yeah, why the fuck you black, bro?
Black screen. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. Oh, there it goes. That's why. All right, I figured it out. So if you look right here,
oh yeah.
So, okay, you guys can't, see down here.
Yeah.
Around my.
Just zoom in on the window from the side.
Well, I'm trying to make it so that you guys can actually see it on the outside. It's a little bit harder to feel because I gotta move.
That's okay.
Sorry, just a second. A little tricky to. Oh, come on. Oh, please. Here we go. So, see right here?
Yeah.
That's a bruise kit. That's a makeup kit.
What?
That's a makeup kit.
What?
Yeah, that's a makeup kit right there. Red, yellow, brown.
Oh, yeah.
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 And there's the pencil for it right there.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw somebody post about that, and I was like, well, damn.
Damn. Alright. There we go. Kyle's goldfish is like, Shisharvik DMs.
Alright. I'm coming.
Sir, does this refresh your recollection that you did in fact send this picture to your friend Rocky Pennington?
Yes, I did.
Oh, now you remember.
You sent it to her on August 7th, 2014 at 11:24 p.m., correct?
That is correct.
So you sent Miss Pennington this picture of Mr. Depp with ice cream spilled on him, right?
That is correct.
And you wrote, quote, "This is what I've been dealing with," end quote. Did I read that right?
You did read that right. That's correct.
And this is you protecting Mr. Depp?
That is me getting support from my best friend.
This is you supporting Mr. Depp?
This is me getting support from my best friend. I also need support.
You weren't afraid the monster would get upset that you took this picture?
Here we go.
This was Opiate Johnny. This is a different version of him. This is Opiate on the Nod Johnny.
And you weren't afraid that Opiate Johnny, or the monster as you called him, would get upset that you sent this picture to your friend?
Well, he's all of those things. Of course he could get upset. Of course that's scary to me, of course. But
did it stop you from sending this picture to your friend, did it?
Why would it?
Because you were afraid. Did?
Yeah, nani? Oh god. And Camille just lets it stay there.
Yep. Lets it
She
hang.
Hang it in there. Yep.
Mr. Depp's right hand is in his pocket, right, Miss Heard? In this
Yes,
picture?
that's correct.
You also showed this jury pictures of cocaine. Do you recall that?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
here
correct.
we go. The famous picture.
Please take a look at one of those. If we could please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 167A, which is already in evidence. Directing your attention, Ms. Heard, to
the tampon
photograph.
applicator. The
This is
famous
a photograph you took in March of 2013,
That table
right?
is so
That is correct.
clean.
And this was taken at your
Oh my god, seriously.
The
yeah.
background
apartment
too
in
of that
Orange.
Yes,
And this is your breakfast table.
that is correct.
one. You see the back behind the beer?
And it's your testimony that Mr. Depp left the
Yeah.
So there's like another partly done. That might not be beer. It might be a cider. But if you recall her later testimony, she texts and talks to her friend Io, whom she does drugs with, which Io testified to, and they talked about how that she would talk to Io about what drugs she was doing and what she was up to. And then there's she texted this picture to Io saying, "This is my morning." You know who's sitting in the position to be able to snort that cocaine? Amber, from where the angle of that picture is. And she said that Johnny lined his cocaine and then just got up and walked away beside her purse with the empty applicator.
Tampon. Yep. Right.
On top of that, on the opposite side where that other drink and coffee mug is a cigarette.
Yeah.
Where you would think that maybe Johnny was sitting.
And that cigarette it's not even lit.
Can I also point out real quick, so just something real quick. This is Johnny motherfucking Depp. Do you really think he needs to use a tampon applicator to snort cocaine?
But her sister testified that she taught him how to use it.
So what?
And Amber Heard also testified that, my sister taught him how to use that tampon applicator.
Oh, and we know we just trust both of them. But all I'm saying is that this is Johnny Depp. The dude's got money. He does not need to... He could use anything as...
as he wants to. Seriously. This is, again, because if you are going to snort it, you're going to start from the top and go to the bottom, right? Or you go from the bottom, or you go from left to right. Yeah, something like that.
It depends on which nostril you're using.
Yeah.
You want to if you're going left to right, you got this. You don't want to hit it with your hand as you go by and mess it all up.
Yeah. So this is someone who's about to do it, clicking the picture,
saying, "This is my morning."
Yeah. Look at me, bitch. I got all the shit in the world.
Breakfast table just the way you took it.
That is correct.
So this is what the table looked like after Mr. Depp had been doing cocaine?
Well, clearly he has yet to snort these lines.
Oh, so he didn't even take it. Oh, okay.
He has not done said cocaine yet.
Okay. All right. Got it.
There are 4 lines of cocaine on this table, right, Miss Heard?
In this picture, I see 4 lines.
There isn't any cocaine residue around those lines, right?
Correct.
Not that I can tell, no.
Doesn't really look like anyone's been doing cocaine off that table, does it?
Correct. That's way too clean.
With all due respect, I'm not sure you know how that works.
I'm asking if you do. You testified you've done cocaine.
I have.
Doesn't really look like Mr. Depp or anyone was doing cocaine off that table, does it?
It does.
I beg to differ with you on that. When you snort cocaine, typically it goes into your nose.
The sass back and forth here.
There's residue from that cocaine when your lips and nose touch the table, right?
Well, the tampon applicator next to the driver's license that you see is a device that
that's a credit card, honey. That's not
I
a
believe
driver's
my sister had taught him.
That might be. I don't know.
To use in order to put the cocaine.
Oh, let's highlight the fact.
It would still leave a residue. By the way, this is nonsense. This is just not how physics works.
No. Let's highlight the fact that the enablers that I'm talking about, one of them is my sister. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Who testifies for me later? Yeah, got it. Mm-hmm. Who says that there was really a time when I used to be sober? Mm-hmm. Got
it. In your nose.
Mr. Depp is a pretty heavy smoker, right?
He is.
And that's a cigarette in the ashtray in the back there? Back right?
Yes, it looks like one of his hand rolls.
There's no other cigarettes in that ashtray, are there?
I see one cigarette.
The one that's not smoked?
That's correct.
There's no ash in that ashtray either, is there?
Not that I can tell in this picture.
It's pretty clean.
In this picture, it looks like it, yes.
It's a pretty neat table.
I think
Don't you agree?
Over here, she's just realizing, oh shit, that's what it is. Her just listen, like her volume's gone down so low. It's like, yes.
She also
yeah, she's like, oh
big
shit,
sigh.
oh shit. As she's resigned to the fact, okay, she's gonna rip it apart now.
Depends on what you would call neat, I suppose.
And you sent this picture to your friend Rocky Pennington as well, didn't you?
Oh, Rocky, not
I sure
Io.
did.
My mistake. Sorry, I got that.
And when you sent it,
backwards.
you said, quote, "Look at my morning," or something like that. Is that right?
Yay for mornings.
Yay
You
for
have a
mornings.
habit of sending stage photographs to your friend Rocky, don't you?
I had a habit of communicating with my best friend about what was going on in my life.
Yeah, like
So
the
you weren't
cocaine I had for
isolated.
breakfast.
Yeah. Bitch, I got all the money in the world. Come join me in my penthouse.
Wish you were
know?
here.
Yeah.
So I had somebody to do the cocaine with, because it's not Johnny.
Johnny just wants to smoke and he's happy.
You don't have any pictures of Mr. Depp actually consuming cocaine, do you?
Exactly.
I don't think I have a picture of him mid-snort. No.
Why not?
You
don't
wouldn't even
any
have to
pictures
be.
of Mr. Depp with cocaine.
Yeah, like him
Yeah.
and
What do you
cocaine.
mean by
Has
that?
anybody ever seen Johnny Depp and
Holding
cocaine in the
cocaine,
same
standing
room
next to
together?
cocaine,
Johnny Depp actually just is that cocaine.
sitting
in
next to
that picture.
cocaine.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you
don't
haven't shown
know?
any of those pictures like that to the jury, have you?
I don't know. No, I haven't.
Johnny, baby, can I snort cocaine
And
off
you were
your
never able
dick?
to catch Mr.
No,
Depp
love.
with cocaine on
I can't
film
get
either.
hard around you.
Were you?
I never tried.
But you were able to catch him sleeping, right?
I have seen him pass out and all sorts of...
So she got pictures of him sleeping, no pictures of her own injuries, no picture of Johnny doing cocaine or even sitting next to cocaine. Yeah, but I have a picture of him nodding off on a vacation.
You'd think that if he was doing cocaine in those pictures where he was asleep, there would be residue on his face.
Yeah. Something white around his face or nose or under his nose, something.
I mean, not necessarily, nor necessarily what you'd be able to see in the picture, especially from the angles they're taken. It's almost like there wasn't any cocaine in the vicinity when those pictures were taken. Weird.
So far, Amber has proven to us, if she has proven anything, if we want to make the connections between all the pictures she's shown, Johnny does drugs and he passes out. That's what it.
Johnny does his, but was taking his medication and
Yeah,
then fell
and passing
asleep
out.
from the medication that's supposed to put him to sleep.
Yep. That's it. That's all we have gotten. Nothing of him. She knows how to record him. She recorded him when she got in the hotel
Pardon
with
the
him.
pun, but there seems to be a lack of substance here.
Yep.
But
What can I say? You're welcome.
Places, yes.
We're almost there, I think so.
And you also captured a video of Mr. Depp in the kitchen that was played again for this jury today, beating up some cabinets. Do you recall that?
Sorry, say that again?
You recall capturing Mr. Depp in the kitchen
just
of
not
one of
paying
his
attention?
homes, beating up some cabinets?
Yes.
Well, we saw the report which said that she has symptoms of like ADHD, so it might be that. She doesn't really stay focused. Yeah?
Slamming things around,
Fair.
yes.
So you took that video of Mr. Depp in the kitchen, right?
I did.
So she went that
And
far.
you took it on one of your iPad devices?
Well,
I took it on my
well, she
iPad.
was cognizant enough to take the video then, but not any other time. Same with like the pictures.
You were deposed in August of 2016 in connection with your divorce proceedings from Mr. Depp, right?
That is correct.
And you will recall that the video of Mr. Depp in the kitchen was released online the day before your deposition in August of 2016, don't you?
Oh, damn.
That's correct.
You're the one who released that video.
Incorrect.
Isn't that true?
That's incorrect. I flew in from another place at the time. I remember learning about it when I landed.
So it's just a coincidence that the video you took of Mr. Depp was released the day before you were deposed in connection with your divorce from Mr.
Get
Depp.
out, honey.
I absolutely had nothing to do with that. I wouldn't even know how to do something like that.
How did it get out, honey?
What do you mean you
How
don't
did
know
it
how
get
to
out?
do something like that? You already know, you already admitted to leaking other pictures to People magazine through representatives. Your team had literally already done this thing. What do you mean you wouldn't even know how to do that?
How to do that, yeah.
You're an aspiring movie star who doesn't know how to contact the press?
Or no. Or you're a movie star who doesn't have internet?
It is
What?
really not. I could contact the press right now with a phone call. It's not that hard.
Nope.
Now, they might not give two shits about what I have to say, but I'm not
Right,
Amber Heard going through a high-profile divorce with Johnny Depp. And I like to think I probably would have treated Johnny a little better. Wink.
The vulnerable.
I'm joking. I don't want to get with Johnny Depp.
No. The venerable
I'd love
beat
to
from the
hang out
live
with
chat.
a guy. I'd love to hang out with a guy. Not I don't want to date him. He seems like a lot of fun, though. I would absolutely love to listen to him play guitar and have a couple glasses of wine and sit out on a bar patio. Yeah.
With Uncle Johnny, yeah.
Yeah, I want to hang out with Uncle Johnny.
Uncle Johnny. Venerable beat from the live chat said, "It's a trap." Yep, here we go.
Yeah.
It's a tarp.
Tarp.
Elmo needs to tell
You settled your
Amber Heard
divorce
how
from
to
Mr. Depp in August of
contact
2016, right?
Press.
That sounds right.
We know she
And in
knows how to
connection with that
contact the
settlement,
press.
you received $7 million from Mr. Depp.
Oh,
True?
here we go.
That's
Here we
correct.
And then
6.8 exactly.
your settlement amount was $7 million.
That's correct.
And then you released a statement in which you claimed you would be donating the entire $7 million to
Weird
charity,
how she
right?
gets specific and very
You stated you would
specific
be
in some
donating
things
half
and like
of the $7
vague as
million
hell and
to
others.
the ACLU.
That's correct.
And you would be donating the other
Where money is involved, she's very specific.
half
No,
to
where
Children's
she's not
Hospital of Los Angeles.
bullshitting.
Yeah, that too.
That is correct.
And you also stated, with respect to the $7 million divorce settlement,
There we go.
that money played no role except for the extent that you could donate the money to charity.
Yes, that's correct.
If we could please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1259.
1259, 1,500. What was 1,259? Holy shit.
This is an article entitled Amber Heard Donates Johnny Depp Divorce Settlement to Charity. Read her statement in full. Is that correct?
That's what the title says, yes.
Directing your attention to the portion on the second page where it says, quote, read the statement below.
So that's Amber Heard's statement. Now she's gonna use it. Oh, so
Is that the statement you released, Ms. Heard?
That is correct.
So now Amber Heard cannot backtrack and say, "Oh, that wasn't me." So she has said that was her statement. Now watch what Elaine does.
Your Honor, I move to admit the statement and
This is
the
so
article
funny.
as redacted.
Objection, hearsay.
It's her statement.
This is not her statement. This is.
She said it was her statement. She said, "Yes, that's correct. That's my statement." When Camille asked her that question, what the fuck?
She just testified, Your Honor, that it's her statement.
May I see the full?
Everything else is redacted.
When are you gonna look into
All right,
that?
1259 in evidence as redacted.
God.
The statement reads,
This is what happens when you don't wait for your lawyer to do any objections. And I think so. Elaine
I don't
didn't
think they would have
realize.
been able to object anyway for her statement.
No, it's her statement, but they could have said that, oh, it's just them re-quoting her or something like that.
Right.
But they should have objected when Camille asked the previous question, is this your statement, Miss Heard? Then
What would they have been able
Elaine
to object
could-
with, though?
they would have said this was just hearsay. This is not her statement in entirety. They could have just said that.
Sure,
but because
they like that I don't know if that objection. I'm asking her if this statement. I'm not saying it is.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
Oh,
she
okay.
said if
Yeah.
she had presented and said this is your statement.
Yeah, then she could have
you
said
could object
hearsay.
and say, well,
Yeah.
that's not complete. Yada, da, 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 da,
Yeah,
whatever.
if Amber had said no, this is not my statement, then it would not have come in. So this is me telling me Amber Heard is not thinking at all. She's just going like, yep. Because over here, there are two things happening. One, she wants everyone to know that she wanted to donate to charity. And she wants that repeated in front of the jury. So she'll let any statement that says that come in. So she said yes. But she's not realizing the repercussions of it.
The consequences of my action.
Yep. Because Camille is now going for the jugular, because now the next whole, I think so, 10 minutes, there will be a back and forth about this. And it's awesome. Let's just go for it.
As described in the restraining order and divorce settlement, money played no role for me personally and never has, except to the extent that I could donate it to charity, and in doing so, hopefully help those less able to defend themselves. As reported in the media, the amount received in the divorce was $7 million, and $7 million is being donated. This is over and above any funds that I have given away in the past and will continue to give away in the future. Did I read that correctly?
That is correct. I don't remember that last line, but I have no...
She's like,
doesn't
It's because that last line makes it sound like she's never going to donate again.
Not that I recognize, no.
Yeah. Because here she's trying to think ahead of Camille. She's trying to think ahead and trying to put in... She's like, oh, okay, I'll just put in these caveats in here. But she doesn't know. For some reason, she cannot fathom where Camille is going with this.
Please go back and reference Kyle's Goldfish's comment from the beginning. I didn't want anything Amber Heard, except 3 penthouses, a car, a bunch more money,
and a Range Rover. Yeah,
yada.
A Range Rover. Fuck's sake.
I mean, you couldn't get more obvious that you wanted an expensive car if you had said, I want a high-end BMW.
Yeah.
I've donated $100,000 of the divorce settlement directly to the ACLU. Is that right?
Right at the beginning of the divorce settlement, he donated $100,000 to each charity on my behalf or towards my contribution.
So $100,000
to each.
To the ACLU.
And to the Children's Hospital.
And in response, you publicly demanded that Mr. Depp pay the divorce settlement directly to you instead of the charities, right?
That was always the agreement, actually, is for him to pay me directly. It was not his money as per the settlement agreement to give away and reap a tax benefit from. I said if he wants to do it and give to charity all of a sudden, then he should pay the correct amount and not try to get a big tax break for it. So
see how her, like, she is so detailed about the whole thing now? Because she knows what she's talking about. She's vague when she's trying to bullshit. That's what's happening here.
Effectively, for his tax bracket, he should be paying double that amount to the charity directly. And if he wanted to pay the charity directly, he could. He could do that. It was fine with me, but he would need to pay the adjusted amount.
Ultimately, the rest of the $7 million divorce settlement was paid directly to you, right?
Over time, yes.
And Mr. Depp didn't end up paying the rest of the $7 million divorce settlement directly to the charities you identified.
That is correct. He paid the installments to me.
You stopped that from happening, didn't you?
I don't understand what your question is. I'm sorry.
You stopped.
Like how she didn't, like, let Johnny pay her settlement directly to the charities for some reason. And she was worried about he might get a tax break. What does it matter? You wanted the money to go to charity. Why does it matter to you if he gets a tax break from that? It's as if you want him to be in loss somehow. What? Oh, okay, you wanted a tax break. Okay, I can understand. But then don't say that, oh, I asked them to go directly to the charities. You stopped it. You stopped from Johnny from directly going to the charities and paying it. So it didn't go through your account and it didn't go through your pocket. But for some reason, you didn't want that. You wanted it to go through your account and through your pocket. We'll see more. Like, she had ample time to donate her money and she didn't for some reason. I wonder why.
Mr. Depp from paying the charities that you had named directly.
That is incorrect. I said if you want to pay the charities directly, pay the adjusted amount. or pay as per our agreement in the settlement or in the divorce, as per our agreement.
You also
And he
publicly
chose to do the former, not the latter. I mean, the other way around.
You also publicly stated that the $7 million divorce settlement should be paid to the charities immediately in full, right?
If he wanted to pay it in the way that he was suggesting, yes.
And you said publicly that the payments to the charities should not be drawn out over many years, right?
I said that I don't recall the exact words that I used, but basically that he shouldn't use this as a novel interest in getting a tax break, that if he wanted to do that and not pay me the settlement, that was fine, but he would have to pay the adjusted amount and not make.
She wanted Johnny to pay her the alimony plus pay on her behalf to charities. So that's where that 14 million number comes from. Interesting. So in the end, it wasn't your settlement that was still going, that would still go to charity. No, it would still be Johnny's money that would be going to charity. Interesting. And I'm glad that Johnny said, okay, I'm not gonna pay. I'm gonna pay you your alimony. You do whatever you do with it. I won't take that charge. So that's where that 14 million came from. Interesting. And Johnny was like, why would I pay out twice? You want your alimony to go to charity, let's give it to charity. Interesting. I think I know where that 14 million number came from. So she wanted Johnny to pay her 7 million, right? And then she wanted another 7 million for Johnny to pay on her behalf to the charities. That's what she wanted. Yeah. That's what she was asking. But what Johnny said was, the settlement is 7 million. You tell me what you want to do with it. You want it in your pocket or you want it to go to the charities? And then Amber was like, oh, because obviously she wanted it in her pocket. She said, give it to me. Or else, why didn't she who cares if Johnny got a tax break? Who cares? Your alimony went directly to the charities. Simple as that. Unless there was... Yep. So, and it's funny, yeah, it will come up now. Like, she had ample amount of time. Yeah. 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 Even if Waldman is like Johnny's agent, right? Johnny's making that statement through his lawyers, so there's no malice there, right?
Sorry, nobody could hear me. I was saying that,
I could hear you.
Yeah, it's because I've got 2 different audio tracks, because I have to for
okay.
OBS. Sorry, my mistake. I was just saying that she, malice. It's malicious. She didn't want, what did I say about the charity stuff? She didn't want Johnny to get a tax break because she's vindictive and malicious. And then secondly is that you have to prove malice in a defamation case. And the thing is that Johnny, even if you were to take Adam Waldman's statements as if they're Johnny Depp's, you have to, 1, prove that they're not true, because if they're true statements, doesn't matter. Secondly, you have to prove that there's malice. So then you have to, depending on what kind of defamation suit you're dealing with, you have to prove damages or not. So even if they go with you don't have to prove damages, you would still need to prove that it's malicious and not in defense. And 2, you'd have to prove that his statements aren't true, which in my opinion, and I mean, it's not just my opinion, it seems that what Adam Waldman had stated does seem to be true and accurate. So therefore, it cannot be defamation.
I'm thinking we're gonna take a 2-minute break. We'll take a pee break and we'll be back. and I'll let this keep playing because we know what's gonna happen next.
Okay.
And yeah, and I'll be back. We'll be back soon. So
I'm
enjoy
hungry.
this. Yeah, and I need a pee break. There we go.
Get, a commitment he would not fulfill or try to avoid in some other way.
And that's because you wanted the entire world to think that you were donating every penny of the $7 million divorce settlement as soon as you received it from Mr. Depp. Isn't that right?
No, I was going to be receiving it in installments, and I would be paying in installments the donations.
In fact, you released a statement in response to Mr. Depp's $100,000 donations to the ACLU and CHLA, didn't you?
I don't recall.
Let's see if we can refresh your recollection. If we could please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1260. This is an article entitled Amber Heard and Johnny Depp Row Over Divorce Donations. And if I could direct your attention to where it says, I believe it's on the second page, her spokeswoman responded in a statement. The language that follows the statement you released...
Objection, hearsay, spokeswoman, it's not her.
A spokesperson is an exception, Your Honor.
You want to come forward?
There's a huge thunderstorm rumbling here now. Like, oh my god. Thunderstorm 2, Electric Boogaloo. It was hugely, like, big, huge, massive, huge thunderstorms today. And I thought I might lose power. I've heard that the city that my mom lives in did lose power, so I don't know. Puck's over there on the couch. He's still okay. He's doing alright. I also got myself some noodles because I've been streaming for... I was over live on Dapper's channel, I had other stuff going, and then I'm here, so I gotta eat sometime. Excuse.
Oh, really?
You released a statement
May we approach again?
Okay.
Okay. Sure. I guess. Johnny and Mr. White, his accountant, were, quote, willing to set up a payment plan and pay direct to the charities. She said no, knowing it wouldn't be all in one go, which would end up costing him more. So even the tax break is not an issue. Eating is for chumps. Well, I guess I'm a chump. I don't know. I've seen, like, some channels that make a lot of money just eating food on camera.
Before we ask the next question, I'll just hand you a copy of this one.
I want to see it before you ask.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's exactly what I said.
I'm gonna hand you a copy, so you have it beforehand. Well, I want to see it before you ask the question. That's why I'm giving it to you. Oh boy. The, like, irritation at, like, yeah.
Your Honor, would you like to see one as well?
No, that's all right. That's fine. Thank you.
Oh boy. Oh god, I can't blame people for getting frustrated at these lawyers. As much as I want to be like, hey, you know what, don't give these guys a hard time.
Could you please turn your microphone on? I'm sorry, Ms. Burnett.
Back to the microphone again. That's like 4 times.
Your Honor, they gave me a redacted, but I don't have the unredacted to be able to see the full document.
I plan to admit it, or ask that it be admitted in redacted form. I'm taking away any hearsay, and I'm just trying to lay the foundation that this is a statement she released through a spokesperson.
How would I know whether there's more to it that shouldn't be redacted, Your Honor, if I don't see the full document?
I like how Johnny Depp's team is fine to just cater to them. Right? Johnny Depp's team's like, yeah, okay. Manu, you're muted.
Oh, I just said that
the witness
she should
can
have read.
testify as to whether this is a...
She just have read the whole thing and decided whether she needs the redacted stuff or not. Like, come on, you don't need the redacted stuff to decide. Oh, I don't need it. Like what?
I don't know what she's
full
trying
statement
to do.
or not.
Besides waste time.
The witness can't do. We have the right to be able to see the document.
All right. Do you have the document that's not redacted?
We can pull it up on our computers.
Okay.
Just give us a moment, Your Honor.
All right.
They're just like, your client's already not manageable. We'll just do
reported.
you this favor. Here you go.
Have an opportunity to look at the
amount of, like, cherry-picked text messages from Amber Heard's team of Johnny Depp. It like, come on. It really just does seem like they're trying to throw Johnny Depp's team like off the groove or trying to do something to interrupt. That's what it comes across as to me, but I mean it's part of their job, I guess. But the problem is that they're doing their job in such a way that they come off really badly. They do not it's Rottenborn's job to interrupt, and Vazquez did the same thing at cross-examination to Amber, but she didn't come across as a giant prick. And he did, because he was interrupting at bad times and with the charisma of, like, an earwig. That's the only way I can think to actually describe his charisma. They're just getting the unredacted copy of the thing to the Elaine.
Can we have a copy of this?
Yeah, you can get a copy of that later today. Okay.
Right. I mean, I think she should be giving us copies of the full.
Well, I understand, but we'll take care of that. But
okay.
As of right now, can we continue?
We can, Your Honor, but I have an objection because of there's some quotation marks missing.
Okay, come forward.
Oh my God.
They showed it to her on a computer, and then we're like, we'll email it to you later. Because, like, they didn't have a hard copy
Let us
of
just
it.
get the work done, lady. And look at the whole Johnny Depp's team. Just huddle together immediately and just start talking.
Sharing candies.
Yeah. I loved it. Like, they showed, like, Ben Chu. He stole a candy from Johnny Depp's, like,
Little stash.
pile of candies. Yeah. And Johnny Depp was like, "Excuse me."
I like the one that. Did you see the one of Amber with like a thing, like a something that had some liquid in it, like stash in her pocket?
Bottle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She was about to open it and drink from it, and as soon as an officer goes by, she's like, "Nope!" Immediately in her like coat pocket. It was damn.
They don't want this getting into evidence because it shows Amber for who she really is, and that Johnny was willing to donate the money. And I'm full, but she didn't want to. Could be. We're gonna find out when it finally goes in.
So directing your attention, Ms. Heard, where it says her spokeswoman responded in a statement.
Stop looking
The
at the
language
jury.
that follows.
Your Honor, again, she can't read it. She has to show it
The
to
language
her.
that follows.
She's saying the language that follows. Come on.
You
Oh,
read
God.
how much did they read to Johnny Depp? Like, shut up.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so stupid. I just clicked on the wrong thing. Here we go. Sorry.
Woman responded in a statement.
Your
The
Honor-
language that follows.
Your Honor, again, she can't read it. She has to show it
The
to
language
her.
that follows.
The language that follows. Let's go with it.
Is donated $100,000 to the ACLU and $100,000 to CHLA. Correct, Ms. Heard?
I think so, yes.
Okay. And the language that follows is the statement you released in response to Mr. Depp's donations, right?
I don't know if this is the official statement. I have no idea.
The statement that starts
Objection, Your Honor.
at Amber Heard. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Would you please read that to yourself, Ms. Heard?
Elaine is trying so hard to be like, to try and find a reason to stop this and object to this, and Vazquez is giving nothing.
No. You know why she's trying
Yes.
to get the statement in? Because they're going to talk about the pledge and the donation and all that bullshit, and how she got all the money on time. Because some of Amber Heard's like team were going on. Amber Heard's supporters were going like, "Oh, Johnny stopped the installments," and they're like, That's not what's happening here. She got all the money, and for 13 months she didn't
They're
donate
just
it.
framing her like a fucking, like the liar she is. Oh my god. Look at these people making Amber Heard look like a liar. You mean Amber Heard making Amber Heard look like a liar?
Yeah.
Are you lying?
Did you read all the way to the very bottom where the last word is supported?
Not bullying if it's not harassment and bullying if you're by exposing the lies of a liar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's the statement you released through your spokeswoman after Mr. Depp made the donations to the CHLA and the ACLU. Correct, Ms. Heard?
I do not recall exactly what my statement was. I don't disagree with anything in the statement, but I just simply don't recall what the statement was we released.
Is there anything inaccurate in that statement, Ms. Heard?
No.
I'm simply being difficult.
So this is your statement. Got it. You alright? Oh boy. Aww.
Look, Johnny
There we
Depp
go.
punched me in
I'm
the
gonna move
face.
to admit.
I better go get some ice.
Objection, Your Honor, lack of foundation.
I'll overrule the objection. 1260 in evidence.
Lack of foundation.
Too late.
Oh boy.
Too late for that. Too late for that. Go far out.
Statement reads, Amber Heard appreciates Johnny Depp's novel interest in supporting two of her favorite charities, the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union for Domestic Violence, and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. This is great and unexpected news. And it continues. However, if Johnny wishes to change the settlement agreement, we must insist that he honor the full amount by donating $14 million to charity, which, after accounting for his tax deduction, is equal to his $7 million payment obligation to Amber. And it continues. We would also insist that the full amount be paid immediately and not drawn out over many years. Anything less would be a transparent attempt by Johnny's counsel, Laura Wasser and Patty Glazer, to reduce their client's true payment by half under the guise of newfound concern for charities that he has never previously supported, end quote.
About publicity and trying to, use the Me Too movement to your advantage.
Oh shit, I was muted again. Sorry, I muted when I started coughing. I have heard that the charity that that Amber was working with, the smaller charity that's like umbrella, I guess, underneath the ACLU or something, had questioned Amber as to why, when she was so willing to throw their name out before, suddenly they weren't getting the money directly and it was going through the ACLU, which would then get spread around. It took them a little while before they actually managed to hear back, and like reaching out, it took them a little bit to get a hold of Amber and Amber's team. And I guess Amber's team had responded to them eventually, and they had said that the reason why the money went to the ACLU instead of directly to them was because of PR, and the ACLU is bigger.
Not the PR at all. You pulled a pro streamer move, Shesh. You muted a mic.
Take a shot.
Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
Thank you. After this, you kept commenting about the donation of your divorce settlement, right?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay. You spoke about donating your divorce settlement on a Danish TV show.
There we go.
I believe I said I had, I believe I said I donated it to charity, but it was already printed or already commented on and stated in the press. I had already released that information in the press. I think I...
You know what you do? There's a difference between when you say you donated and you pledge. When it's pledged, you say you pledged the money, and when you donate it, you donate the money, and you produce a receipt for your tax breaks. That's how it's done.
I just confirmed it on that show.
You appeared on a show called RTL Late Night, right?
I don't recall what show it was.
Seriously.
If we could please play Plaintiff's Exhibit 346, which is a portion of your appearance on this program. And we would ask that it be moved into evidence and ask for permission to publish it.
It has hearsay. It contains other communications with other individuals.
Your Honor, if we may approach very briefly.
Yeah. I'm coming. Whoa. John continue to pay mortgage, utilities, etc. Holy shit. Oh. Holy shit. It's like as if Amber wasn't earning anything in the relationship at that point. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Wow.
So if we could please play and publish to the jury plaintiff.
She leeched it off. She leeched off him. Fuck. Like, this would
Why are all their friends lying and they can't get their stuff straight about
Yes, you're muted again.
What the fuck? I'm just gonna eat my noodles. I didn't say anything.
First. If you want to send it to me, I can read it from my end.
I didn't say anything. It's just the list. The demand letter.
The demand letter.
It's the demand letter of what she wanted to get from Johnny. There's it says, in addition we are requesting on Amber's behalf the following: appropriate pendant light support, inclusive use and possession of black Range Rover, the vehicle she is currently driving, with Johnny to continue to make all payments for any encumbrances thereon, which would include insurance and shit, repairs.
Yep. Utilities, it includes all that.
Exclusive use and possession of 849 South Broadway, penthouses number 1, 3, and 5, with Johnny to continue to pay the mortgage, utilities, etc. associated therein, and a contribution towards a reasonable and necessary attorney's fees in an amount of $100,000 and $25,000 for forensic accounting costs to be paid to my firm by close of business day, May 27th.
Fuck. Oh boy. Here we go. We're almost at an end of this one. I think so we'll we'll leave it here today, like with this one, as we finish this one off. I think so. This is more than enough to show that the amount of inconsistency that Amber has produced.
Oh, this is only the first bit of the day. This is just her Dr. Evil outfit. The next day is savage as fuck.
It's like 8 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
So Kyle Goldfish from the live chat, the extortion letter which was sent on May 24th, 3 days before the TRO.
Yep.
And if Johnny would have given into these demands, there wouldn't have been a TRO so it's like almost an extortion type of a situation.
Or else.
And she wanted to move on, yeah. Uh-huh.
As Exhibit 3.
While she's making public statements about Johnny's charity and shit, she wanted to move on. Yeah, quite apparent.
4-6.
All right, 3, 4, 6 in evidence.
There actually were all kinds of accusations flying your way when you said all this, and then there was a divorce.
Oh yeah, so what happened here was they didn't publish it to the jury, and they just started playing it, and they were like, "Oh, sorry, it needs to be published." So that's what they're doing now.
7 million.
Hold on.
Children.
Here we go. Yeah.
Was donated
Here we go.
to. I split it between the ACLU and Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
ACLU is a human rights organization.
Sorry, ACLU is a prominent organization, nonprofit organization in the United States. Yeah. It's called the American Civil Liberties Union, and they work on behalf of marginalized communities on the ground and in legislative reform.
Right.
And
well, more power to you, because that's something that I've never heard
I wanted nothing.
No, guys, let's get into this. This
interview was in October of 2018, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't recall when it was.
It was in 2018, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't remember when this was done.
I'm telling you, it was 2018.
This was after you had received the full $7 million of your divorce settlement from Mr. Depp, wasn't it?
Again, without knowing when it was recorded, I have no idea.
$7 million divorce settlement was paid to you in full by February of 2018, right?
That's correct.
Let's take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 1458, which is already in evidence.
Wasn't Johnny in Spain when this was going on? I don't know, probably.
This is the deal point memorandum from your divorce settlement, right, Ms. Heard?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
And if we go down to the bottom of page 4.
If she needed a TRO, why did she want the penthouse that he
labeled,
still lived at? Because he owned all those buildings. And
equalization payment.
If she needed a TRO, why would she want to go visit and hug him and touch him and not get out of his face as soon as he said back off? And she's like, no, please let me touch you. You're scared of this man, and he's saying, don't touch me. And you're like, but let me touch you, Johnny. Let me touch you, Johnny. Johnny, no! Why are you doing this? Johnny, please!
Just please,
everyone, just please, Johnny, please.
Just let me show you my tits and snort the coke off your dick, and just forget that I made allegations against you in a TRO. Just calm down, John. The fucking biggest gaslight in the history.
None of this happened. It's delusion. I've got the
delusion.
I got the delusion. I have the best delusion.
There we go.
And underneath.
Oh, what happened there?
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I did not do it. I did not hit her. I did not do shit.
Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there.
And Edward, 200. So the first.
Okay. Boop. Here we go. So if you see on the screen, if you go onto the Law and Networks channel, Law and Crime Networks channel, and if you look at that timestamp 1:40:33, all the payments were made to her for the $7 million alimony by February of 2018. February of 2018, she had every penny in her bank account. And this case came in 2019. She had 13 months to donate that money, and she never did. Because she wouldn't need a lawyer till Johnny sued her, right? Till Johnny sent her the first whatever letter. And that would have been in 2019 to inform her. So why didn't she donate that money in the 13 months she had? If she was so committed. I don't know.
Payment is scheduled for August 31st,
Mani,
2016.
you've forgotten that everything is Johnny's fault.
$200,000, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Important fact.
Mr. Depp's accountant, Edward White, testified that he made that payment directly.
You gotta turn on your microphone, Miss Berderhoff.
Now she's angry at her. She's like, Miss Bredenhoff, please switch on your microphone. I cannot hear you.
Objection to her testifying to what Mr. White testified to them.
That's not what she asked, Elaine. She asked, were you in the court while whoever it was testifying?
Okay, but
that's what
hear me out. If you remember their cross of Dr. Curry, they spent half their time in cross with Dr. Curry asking her about whether or not she knew that other people said something else in another court.
And she was like,
I mean, that's what it says.
Oh, so there's something from Kevin Murphy. Kyle's Goldfish from the live chat said.
Yeah, I sent it to her. It's all in your DMs.
Yeah.
Or DM.
Please show Kevin Murphy's statement before you go, and shows everyone what happened with the dogs in Australia and the lengths and lies she is willing to go to save her own skin. Interesting. I'll put it in the Discord for Shesh to access.
I already sent it to you.
Oh, okay. Now, do you have it?
Uh-huh.
So we'll be able to share it, right? Oh, okay, cool.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Alright, okay, here we go. Let's go.
It's he literally testified to it in court.
I'll overrule objection. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Depp's accountant, Edward White, testified that he made the payment directly to the ACLU and CHLA, correct?
I believe so.
These were all made to you, weren't they?
That is correct.
And the final payment of $2.3 million is on February 1st, 2018, right?
Yep.
The final payment, yes.
And you were here in court when Mr. White testified that the payments were all made on schedule.
I'm going to object to her testifying to what Mr. White testified.
She isn't. She's saying, were you here when Mr. White testified, you asshole?
And you were here in court when Mr. White testified that the payments were all made on schedule, right?
I don't believe they were. He might have testified.
That's not my question, Ms. Heard. My question was, you were here in court when Mr. White testified under oath that all the payments were made on schedule.
I was here every day in court. I heard his testimony, yes.
Okay.
She does not want to say just yes
October
to anything.
This was before Mr. Depp sued you for defamation, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
He didn't sue you until after the op-ed came out in December of 2018, right?
He sued me in 2019.
She's giving
the op-ed came out in December of 2018.
That is correct.
So in October of 2018, you had received your entire $7 million divorce settlement. You agree with me?
That is correct.
Okay. And you hadn't yet been sued by Mr. Depp?
This is October, correct.
So in this October 2018 interview, you said that you had, quote, donated, end quote, your entire divorce settlement to charity.
Donated
right?
it.
That's correct.
And in fact, your exact words were, quote, $7 million in total was donated to, I split it between the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, end quote. Right?
That's correct. I made that statement as soon as I got a divorce and we reached the settlement. That's
Why did you want to make that statement, Amber, when you hadn't donated then anything? Why didn't you say pledge? What's wrong with saying pledge? Because donated would have been more effective or had more reach or given you more publicity than pledge? Or people wouldn't have believed you if you had just said pledged? Is that why? I wonder.
Pledged it right then.
And you say this because you, quote, wanted nothing, end quote.
That is correct.
But you hadn't donated your entire $7 million.
The documentation we looked at a minute ago proved that was a lie.
That's incorrect.
Yep.
Sitting here today, Ms. Heard, you still haven't donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity. Isn't that right?
Incorrect. I pledged the entirety of the
Ms. Heard,
settlement,
that's
$7
not
million
my
to
question.
charity, and I
No,
fulfilled
lady,
those
that's not the
obligations.
question.
That's not my question. Please,
What was
try
your
to answer
question?
my question. Sitting here today, you have not donated the $7 million, donated, not pledged, donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous with one another. They're
But I
the same
don't.
thing.
Ms. Heard,
Nobody does that.
I don't use it
Nobody
synonymously.
does that.
That's
no.
how donations are paid.
Ms. Heard,
No, that's not how
respectfully,
donations are paid.
That's not my
no.
question.
No.
As of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the ACLU. Yes or no?
I have not yet.
And as of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, correct?
I have not yet. Johnny sued me.
So as of today,
Johnny
you have
sued
not
me.
You
donated
gotta, like, she can't just
paid
answer the question.
$7 million of your divorce settlement to charity, right?
I have not been able to fulfill.
Now watch what Ben Chu will do. He'll write a little note on a postie and he'll give it to Camille and see what the next question that she's going to ask is like gonna tumble everything over.
Those obligations yet.
And that's because you did want something, didn't you?
Of
I
course,
didn't
that's
want
why.
anything, and I didn't get anything.
You
I
wanted
didn't
Mr.
want
Depp's money.
Nothing.
Didn't get
Nothing
it. Wasn't
except the
interested
3
in it.
penthouses
I
and this
loved Johnny,
Range
that's why I
Rover.
was with him.
You wanted praise for donating the money, right?
That's incorrect.
Then
You
why
wanted
did you
the
say
press.
publicly?
In general, one does want good press, yes.
You wanted to seem altruistic publicly.
Wasn't my interest. My interest is in my name and clearing my name, and at the time,
So you knew. Yeah, so you knew if you said, I donated the money, people will stop questioning your narrative. You knew the effect of that. And that's why you said, I donated everything instead of pledge, because people were like, nah, you still bullshitting.
I'm blaming Amber Heard for making me stress eat. Can she give me a penthouse?
Yeah. I've been
Probably
drinking
not,
coffee.
because she's gonna be broke after this.
Yeah. Oh god. I don't think so Johnny is interested in collecting from her. I think so it's all about just clearing his name. I think so it is also more about him going to the public and saying, listen, this lady is full of shit. That's what it is.
At least restoring his reputation enough to be able to work.
Yeah. Kyle's Goldfish from the live chat. Definition, pledge. A solemn promise to give or commit to something. Donate, to give something of value, for example, money, blood, etc. Donated, past tense of donate. So give would have been gave. You didn't.
I was being called a liar and my motives were being questioned. I did see it as important to.
So you were being called a liar and you were being questioned. So you said, yeah, I'm gonna do a public stunt and I'm gonna say I'm donating everything I have so people start liking me again. Of course, that was what was going on.
Weird thing to admit to.
Yeah.
By accident.
Yeah. Clear that up. I wanted to make a statement to make sure that there was not any doubt that I couldn't be
Then why
labeled
didn't you
these things
give
just
the
because
money?
Johnny was a bigger star and
Then
had more
why didn't you
publicity
donate it?
reach.
You had 13
You
months to
wanted
do
to
that.
remind everyone of your claims of domestic violence against Mr. Depp, right?
No, I wanted to move on with my life.
You wanted to make those claims seem believable.
Here's the note.
So you wanted to move on with your life, but you still made a public statement about this whole thing, and then you made a and then you went ahead and got a TRO. What?
They are believable. They were
You wanted
believable.
them to be seen, you wanted to be seen, as a noble victim of domestic violence,
I have
didn't you?
never wanted to be seen as
Ooh,
a
that
victim.
touched a nerve.
Nor have I ever called myself one.
You testified under oath that, quote, the entirety of your divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote, didn't you?
That's correct. I pledged the entirety.
No.
Lady!
Ms. Heard, my questions. Your counsel will have time to redirect you after.
Her counsel didn't even touch this from a 10-foot pole when she was redirecting. Oh god.
You testified under oath, quote, the entirety of your divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote.
That is correct. I pledged the entirety.
I'm going to move to strike everything after yes.
Look at Benchu.
All right.
He's got the note.
Look at him. He's got the sticky note.
No.
Turn on your microphone.
That's really inappropriate.
And that's
I'll
very
sustain the objection, and
inappropriate.
let's move forward.
Inappropriate.
Let's move forward. Next question.
Why you lying? Why
Under
you
oath, that statement wasn't true, was it,
Stop
Miss Heard?
fucking lying.
I'm sorry, I don't follow your question. Sorry.
I'm too stupid.
You testified under oath, quote, the entirety of my divorce settlement was donated to charity, end quote. That statement wasn't true.
It is true. I pledged the entirety to charity.
The statement...
When you say you buy a house, you don't pay for the entire house at one time. You pay it
I'm
over
not
time.
asking, Miss Heard.
All right, next question, please.
Oh, she knows how mortgage works. Okay.
See, she got mad and...
That's not how
that's
you-
a terrible
you
argument,
buy a
by the way. That is just a really, really, really bad argument.
It's funny how she's equated this charity to getting
Ownership of a large something that costs a large sum of money.
like a commodity. You know, a house is a commodity. So she was, you give money and you get something in return, right? When you're buying a house. So, but she kind of equated it with donating money, and you're not supposed to be expecting anything in return when you're donating money, right? So in this case, she was kind of the analogy is stupid. Girl, you're stupid. You don't know your analogies. Fuck. Or
It's a bad argument. It's a terrible. This is not a good
No.
It's a terrible
not a good
comparison.
analogy,
It's a
no.
bad argument. It just makes no sense.
Or
subconsciously,
or subconsciously she's thinking it's some sort of transaction. That donating money is some sort of transaction that she should get something in return of it.
Yeah, good press.
Mm-hmm.
And people should believe her and listen to her.
Yeah.
Because she threw money at the problem at some other people who were suffering, so maybe she would feel less guilty about trying to take advantage of them so she could make money off of Johnny Depp.
Oops. Oh god. Or else no one would equate it to that. Like buying a house. No.
Thank you.
You don't pledge to buy a house or you'd never get a mortgage.
Today, is it? It is true. I pledged the entirety.
But you didn't donate it.
Unfortunately,
you didn't donate it. It's a yes or no.
I haven't been able to to fulfill those.
So that's a no, right, Ms. Heard?
I made the pledge. I want to be very clear. I pledged the entirety. I haven't been able to fulfill those pledges because I've been sued.
Oh, okay.
You had all of the $7 million for 13 months before Mr. Depp sued you, and you chose not to pay it to the charities you pledged it to. Is that correct, Ms.
I
Heard?
disagree with your character.
Here we go, bitch! That whole claim about, because Johnny sued me, I couldn't donate that money. That's all out into the water. She had 13 months. She had more than a year to fulfill that pledge, and she didn't do it. Just imagine if she had actually fulfilled that pledge, and now she was sitting here and saying with confidence, "Yep, all that money's gone." What you talking about?
If she had donated it all the way, she wouldn't be saying, "Yeah, I pledged it." She'd be saying, "Yeah, I donated it."
Yeah, it's
She's
gone.
being argumentative and evasive and difficult on purpose, and making terrible arguments and analogies. By the way, you're not supposed to argue when you're on the stand. You're only supposed to ask the questions. You hire lawyers to argue for you. That's their job. On the other hand, though, it's also their job to produce evidence you never gave them.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't exist.
Out of thin air, you know?
I pull that out my ass.
Okay, here we are. Oh yeah, the characterization.
Oh yeah, okay. There was no
Look at your sworn
characterization there.
testimony
That
from
was a
UK.
straight up fact. There wasn't a characterization.
Bam.
I disagree with your facts because they ruin my case and make me sound
And
like
my
I'm a
credibility.
garbage person because I'm a garbage person. I object to
Oh,
this
look,
because it's devastating to my case.
Look, the light shines on Camille Vazquez. Ah!
I think the judge at some point intervenes and is like, "You wanna close the blinds?" Yeah. It might be tomorrow, like the next day.
I think so. It's here that she says. I think so, if I'm not wrong.
RNGD Gaming said, "For fuck's sakes, this still pisses me off. When you get a mortgage, you pay the person that currently owns the house in full, and you pay the bank back."
Okay.
Well,
there's this light
Amber-
coming across.
I appreciate that. It's probably good light.
Amber Heard doesn't know that because she had all of her places paid for by Johnny Depp and was hoping to get them just given to her.
Wow. Yeah, Johnny, you keep all the losses. I'm gonna keep all the gains in the relationship.
Gains. She got all those gains from smacking him
statement
around.
that you submitted in the UK action, right, Ms. Heard?
Correct.
And this statement was made under oath. True?
It's true.
I'm directing your
Beta.
attention to the last page
Beta.
of that statement. That's your signature, right?
Yes, it is.
So you made the sworn statement on February 26, 2020.
That's correct.
And directing your attention to paragraph 4. It says, quote, "I remained financially independent from him the whole time we were together, and the entire amount of my divorce settlement was donated to charity," end quote.
That is correct.
Did I read that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Him you were
Lied
referring
under
to as
oath,
Mr. Depp.
babies.
That is correct.
She lied under oath. Holy shit. Look at the size of that ring binder file.
Most of
Oh
the
my
money
goodness.
that was donated to the ACLU and CHLA in your name came from someone else. Isn't that right?
I don't know what you mean by most of.
Well, at least $500,000 that was donated to the ACLU in your name wasn't paid by you, right?
I believe Elon made a donation in my honor on one of the years.
Yeah, and it didn't come out of your
have
$7
no
million
honor.
divorce settlement, right?
No, nor did it count towards my pledge.
And at least $500,000 that was donated to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles in your name wasn't paid by you either.
Right, those were made at the same time.
And it didn't come out of your $7 million divorce settlement.
Nor did it count to my...
Chick forced other guys to donate their hard-earned money. Nothing from her own pocket. Nothing.
Meanwhile,
except
Elon
for-
Musk is like, "No, I totally didn't. It's totally just a political attack that it just happened to come out that I whipped my dick out in front of a..."
Whip your dick back and forth. Whip your dick back and forth.
They paid that lady, so this lady got basically sexually harassed by Elon Musk on a plane. And
yeah,
she got paid out, like, what is it, $200,000?
$250,000.
$250,000. I feel like you hold out for that $1 million. I feel like you hold out for that $1 million, and then you're like, tell you what, at $1 million, I'll take that. Because I'll be honest, if Elon Musk whipped his dick out in front of me and then propositioned me for sex, I'd take $1 million to have to deal with the trauma of that. But on the other hand, here's a hint for you alpha male men out there. Proposition for sex before you whip your dick out, not after you whip your dick out.
Time exists.
Just to be clear.
Time exists.
Bit of advice. Meanwhile, throughout this entire case, Elon's been hand-waving, being like, "I'm gonna buy Twitter, so that way this girl that I am supporting in her abuse of this other man, I'll be able to get rid of the hashtag Amber Turd, so people won't know she shit on the bed."
I'm gonna protect my girl. That's what
By
I'm gonna
not
do.
showing up in court and calling this whole thing drama. Wow, dude. Wow. Oh, yeah, by the way, while that's also going on, Elon's like, yeah, totally don't pay attention to Tesla cars calling, and Tesla, the company, calling people and telling them to be cautious about charging their car in the hotter weather because they're catching on fire. By the way, it's only May. It's only
boy.
May, guys. It's spring.
Oh, the spring's coming. Oh my god.
Woo! Let's go, Elon Musk.
Is that shit on fire? Nah, the Tesla car is on fire.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Oh god. Here we go.
3.5 obligation.
Those $500,000 payments came from your new boyfriend, Elon Musk, right?
I don't know if he was a new boyfriend at the time.
Yeah, because I was already seeing him
You got him to
before we
pay part
broke
of
up.
It's not about not confirming the amount that came from it. What matters more is whether he was a new boyfriend or an old boyfriend.
Well, she needed to make it clear that she was in fact cheating with Elon Musk on Johnny Depp.
Oh my god.
Because she couldn't make that clear in the divorce because that wasn't going to be good for her post-nup.
Yeah. Because that would
So
have been
now she
violent
can brag about it and be like, yeah, that's right. I brought James Franco back to the penthouse that Johnny Depp paid for. I'm sure James Franco, it makes him feel real good to know that shit.
What you promised to these two charities, didn't you?
Incorrect.
Because you wanted to keep at least some of the $7 million divorce settlement for yourself, right?
You're very wrong about that.
I wonder with Amber Heard's, because Kyle's Goldfish in the chat said, Elon is 100% the baby daddy, changed my mind. Do you think that they've got like the baby fetish thing going on and she's got to wear a diaper and stuff because she can't control her bowels and likes to shit on the bed? And like like she was dating Elon in that situation and that's why she actually shit on the bed. It wasn't because it was just being weird.
Okay, hear me out. You know that Elon Musk and
racist.
Amber Heard, allegedly, they are fighting over the frozen embryos. Elon is like, I'm not having any kids with this chick.
Oh, what do you mean? They're frozen? Those kids are going to be immortal.
Yeah.
They're in the ice.
Ice, baby.
Boom, 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 boom,
baby.
Your Honor, it's
Okay,
fine.
you said
This is a good stopping
breaking point. Okay, that's fine.
That's the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll
showdown,
stop here for
guys.
the evening. Remember tonight, do not do any outside research and do not discuss the
Is
case with
Amber-
anybody. I know these days are a little longer, and I appreciate your patience and your taking care of everything here. Please take care of yourself tonight, okay? And we'll see you in the morning at 9 a.m.
Everybody stretch and drink some water after that. Don't forget the aftercare after that kind of fucking. It's really important, aftercare. Alicia asked, is Amber pregnant? She was. She's already had a kid.
She has a daughter, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. I don't know anything about her daughter.
Yeah, do we want to...
Look at that thing?
Yeah, in the...
Yeah,
Can you share it from your end, or do I have to share it from my end?
Whichever one you want to do. If you get rid of your stream, come up nicer on mine.
Okay, let's do it on yours. I'll get rid of my stream.
Okay. Well,
we stop streaming.
Ooh.
Kyle Goldfish from the live chat. Well, if rumors are to be believed, there was some weird kinky stuff going on with Amber, Elon, and Cara something, which was caught on video. Maybe the reason Elon does what he's told. Is Amber pregnant? No, she was.
Yes,
she already has a child.
Is Amber pregante?
Pregante?
Alright.
Alicia, she reproduced that poor kid. Oh yeah, I'm worried about that kid, seriously. My goodness. I really hope that kid has some stability in their life. Seriously. God. Is that Johnny's kid? No, I don't think so. It might be Elon's, isn't it?
I don't think it's Johnny's kid. He made it very clear that he was not going to touch that badge with a 30-foot pole.
Yep.
Alright, declaration of Kevin Murphy. John C. Depp, the second plaintiff versus Amber Laura Heard, defendant, civil action, blah, 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 Fairfax County. It's been a while since I did one of these. I, Kevin Murphy, hereby declare as follows. 1, I am providing this declaration pursuant to a subpoena. I am over the age of 18 and not party to this action. The facts set forth in this declaration are personally known to me, and I have firsthand knowledge of them. If called upon as a witness, I would and could competently testify to the facts set forth herein. 2, I was previously employed by Johnny Depp hereafter Johnny, for nearly 8 years as an estate manager. I have worked in a similar capacity for other ultra high net worth individuals over 20 years. I ceased working for Johnny in 2016. 3, as Johnny Depp's estate manager, I manage many things, including all real estate properties, which meant I had multiple daily contact with staff security and various vendors. I also assisted with personal tasks when necessary. I interacted constantly with Johnny, as well as with Johnny's then-wife, Amber Lynn Heard, hereinafter Amber. 4, when I was formerly employed by Johnny Depp, I spent more time with Johnny and Amber than any other member of their staff. And during my time employed, I witnessed firsthand Amber's commission of both violence and verbal abuse of Johnny on multiple occasions. I never once witnessed Johnny abuse Amber in any way, whether physical or verbal. I never once saw Johnny abuse anyone, male or female, during my entire tenure. I never saw Johnny raise his voice toward anyone during my entire tenure. 5, on October 11 and 12, 2015, Amber asked me to call a witness to her former assistant Kate James, hereinafter Kate, and ask her on Amber's behalf to lie under oath to an Australian court that was criminally prosecuting Amber. I told Amber that I was uncomfortable with obtaining a false statement, and accordingly I did not do so. Specifically, Amber wanted Kate to give a false testimony that Amber was unaware it would be illegal for her to bring her dogs to Australia. Amber was aware it was illegal because I had informed her repeatedly by email, phone conversation, and in-person conversation. Before asking me to call Kate and solicit her perjury to submit to a court, Amber forwarded me an email she had received from her attorney, Marty Singer, dated October 11, 2015 at 7:29 a.m., and attached herein as Exhibit A. That email from Marty Singer to Amber said, quote, "If you could get Kate to sign a statement, it could be helpful. I don't know what your relationship with her is at the time since you fired her. You will have to be careful that she will cooperate and will not go public if you ask her not to be truthful." End quote. Amber responded the same day at 8:58 a.m., quote, "Marty, I am waiting to hear back from you before I reach out to Kevin to liaise with Kate, A.H., end quote. Another email from Amber to me, copying Marty Singer, states, quote, "Kevin, do you think you could get her to do it? Question mark, end quote. Although I did not attempt to solicit perjury from Kate, Amber appeared very nervous and concerned when she subsequently told me there was too much risk that Kate would go public with the truth regarding her knowledge that the dogs could not travel to Australia." Side note, can we point out how she may be facing perjury charges in the UK, and with this, maybe she's going to be facing perjury charges in Australia as well?
Ooh, she won't be able to get in those countries to work before those charges are addressed. Ooh, damn. Talk about not being hireable for future jobs.
6, shortly after Amber's request that I obtain a false statement from Kate, Amber demanded that I myself make fraudulent false witness statements regarding the dogs Boo and Pistols' illegal entrance to Australia. Again, I expressed that I was extremely uncomfortable, but was met with the threatening statement from Amber, quote, "Well, I want your help on this, ellipses. I wouldn't want you to have a problem with your job," end quote.
Oh, wow. Not threatening at all. No, not passive-aggressive at all.
No, that's not passive-aggressive. That's just aggressive. I now felt a lot of anxiety and extreme uneasiness, as I knew I had instructed Amber on several occasions by email that Johnny's legal team possesses in-person conversations and numerous phone calls that she could not take the dog to Australia because the paperwork and proper permits were not complete and the required 10-day quarantine arrangements had not been put in place. I also informed her that the criminal penalties for knowingly smuggling in animals without the proper paperwork could be very severe. I also again reminded her that the requirements were much more stringent and the penalties much more severe than the Bahamas, as she had smuggled the dogs into the Bahamas on a prior occasion without any paperwork.
Oh wow, so she's done this before. God.
7. One day, I was informed by Johnny in person that Amber had committed a very specific act of violence against Johnny on the deck of one of Johnny's properties, just 2 minutes before I arrived. Johnny told me that Amber became enraged and threw a heavy television remote control so hard into Johnny's forehead that the remote control broke and left the ground swelling, left the round swelling lump with a laceration on his forehead that I could clearly see. Johnny had no reaction to being assaulted in this way. In fact, he jokingly tried to say, "It's no big deal," and simply handed me the broken remote control and asked me if I could get it fixed or replaced. I could tell he was uncomfortable and embarrassed. Aww. Jesus Christ. 8. I read the declaration submitted by Amber to the court on May 27, 2016, including events described by Amber that she claimed took place on the evening of December 15th, 2015, April 2016, and May 21st, 2016. So that's Met, Australia, and Tokyo?
I think so, yeah.
I think those are the 3?
Yeah.
I recall feeling stunned because had the events occurred as Amber claimed, there would have been noticeable damage both to Amber personally and to property in the penthouse that I was responsible for, which I could clearly see that there was no physical damage to Amber or any of the properties. 9. Amber had publicly claimed that on December 15th, 2015, Johnny savagely beat her so hard in the face and body that the bed broke. Amber and some of her friends who stayed rent-free in Johnny's properties later publicly claimed that on the night of December 15th, her nose was nearly broken, tufts of her hair were pulled out, her lip was split, and that she had 2 black eyes. And that would be the one that they're talking about that also had the bruising on the temple. I went over to Johnny's, and that was the day after that she went on the James Corden show? I think I got the timeline correct. I went over to Johnny's penthouse at Amber's request the day after she alleged this assault occurred on December 16th, 2015. Shortly after I arrived, Amber called to me from upstairs in the master bedroom. When I went upstairs, I found her sitting on the edge of the bed crying. I remember standing straight across from her about 4 feet away and feeling uncomfortable as she was crying.
She's crying someone in.
Was she actually crying, or was she crying like she was on the stand? Because that'd make anybody uncomfortable. She began telling me that Johnny had beaten her up. She said, quote, "Johnny hit me hard in the face several times and pulled out my hair," end quote. I remember my feelings changing from feeling sorry for her tears to some suspicion because there were no marks on her facial area. I could also not see any area where her hair was pulled out, nor did she offer to show me any area on her head where hair could have been pulled out. About an hour or so following this discussion, Amber said that she wanted to, quote, "show me something in the bedroom of the adjoining penthouse, PH4. I followed her to the upstairs bedroom of PH4. She pointed to the carpet where there was a tuft of hair. She said, "Johnny pulled out my hair. There it is." Because I was feeling suspicious due to my not observing any physical injuries during our previous conversation, I immediately took a picture of the hair with my phone. Recently, I was somewhat shocked when I saw the photo on the internet produced by court by Amber showing the hair she claimed was pulled out by Johnny along with an injury to her head from testimony of the incident. My suspicion was further aroused as I recalled the hair looking different than the hair that she had shown me. When I looked at the picture I had taken, it looked quite different to me from the picture she presented as evidence. A true and correct copy, time, date, and location stamped of the 2 photographs of Amber's hair evidence is attached as Exhibit B. Also her face, on which she appeared to be wearing no makeup in our long face-to-face interaction on December 16, 2015 was clearly unmarked. I saw no bruise, cut, swelling, redness, or other sign of any injury during our meeting as she requested on December 16, 2015. 10. On April 21st, 2016, Amber had a birthday celebration at the condominium she was then residing in with Johnny at 849 S Broadway in Los Angeles. The following day, Amber and her friends were due to and did go to the Coachella Music Festival. Johnny had requested that I provide Amber all the help I could with the party, and along with other employees, we spent about 5 hours setting up one of the penthouses for her party. Amber later claimed that Johnny had beaten her on April 21st, 2016. Johnny's security detail, Sean Bett, who had spent 18 years as an LA Sheriff's Department, he was a building, told me the next day that Amber had in fact become enraged by Johnny arriving late from a business meeting to her birthday dinner and punched him repeatedly in the face as he lay reading in bed, forcing Mr. Bent to request a pickup and ride back to his West Hollywood home. 11. On April 22nd, 2016, I spoke on the telephone with Hilda Vargas, Johnny's housekeeper, who was cleaning the 849 South Broadway condominium that day. Hilda told me that she had discovered feces in Amber and Johnny's bed. Shortly after our telephone call, I received photographs from Hilda of a large amount of feces on top of the bedsheet on Johnny's side of the bed. I was on my way down to the penthouse at the time, and when I arrived, I was shocked and disgusted by what I observed as human feces on white bed sheets. The feces did not appear to come from either Johnny and Amber's two small teacup Yorkshire Terriers who weighed approximately 4 pounds each, and whose feces I had seen during my time as their estate manager when I walked and cleaned up after them on many occasions. Years later, Amber publicly blamed the feces on one of the teacup Yorkies. 12. I sent the pictures I had received from Hilda to Johnny's security guard, Sean Bent. I believed that Sean would have an opportunity to speak with Johnny sooner than I would, given that Johnny had a busy calendar that day, and I was downtown and Johnny was at another location. Within 24 hours, I spoke to Johnny personally about the pictures. 13. On May 12, 2016, I received a text and then a phone call from Amber. A true and correct copy of the text message in which she asked if she could call me is attached as Exhibit C. When I spoke with Amber, she sounded very angry. She told me that she needed her privacy, that she and Johnny were having problems, and that my sending the pictures from Hilda was not helping with those problems. She also told... Well, really? That's the problem? She told me that leaving the feces in Johnny's bed had just been a harmless prank. Who does that? In addition, she told me that she was... that sounds like something like some 13-year-old boys would do that they would think is funny. In your bed. But they do it to, like, other 12-year-olds. Yeah. In addition, she told me that she was thinking of changing the locks to the condominium. I advised her that I would change the locks if both Johnny and she agreed. It's his building. 14. Yeah. On May 21st, 2016, at approximately 7:46 p.m., I received a telephone call from both Johnny and Amber, who were on speakerphone together. Johnny told me that he was sitting there talking to Amber, and he asked me to recount to Amber what I had previously told him about the feces incident a month before. I repeated to Amber again that Hilda had discovered feces on top of the bedsheet in Johnny and Amber's bed, and that I had also personally gone over to view the feces on the bed and was 100% certain that it did not look like either of the dogs, but rather appeared to be human feces. I also repeated that Amber had admitted to me that she was responsible for what she referred to as just a prank. Amber yelled and cursed at me several times, calling me a fucking liar over and over. I asked her to stop yelling and swearing at me. I also heard Johnny in the background quietly saying, "Please don't speak to him that way. Be respectful." Then I heard Johnny say that he couldn't do this anymore and wanted a divorce. When Amber would not stop screaming, I hung up the telephone. I received multiple additional phone calls from the same number in the minutes that followed, but I refused to answer them and take further abuse. 15.
Good on you.
Between 8 and 8:15 p.m. that evening, I received a text from Sean Bett indicating that Johnny alone was going to call me shortly from Sean's telephone. A true and correct copy of this text message is attached as Exhibit D. I took the telephone call a few minutes later, and Johnny was extremely apologetic for Amber's behavior and for putting me in the middle of his marital issues. I did not see Johnny that night, but during our telephone conversation, he was sober, lucid, and calm. He seemed tired and pretty sad, not angry. Executed this 13th day of May 2019 in Hollywood, Illinois. I declare under penalty of perjury under the law of the United States of America and the state of Virginia that the foregoing is true and correct. Signed, Kevin Murphy.
Ooh, all the bullshit that she has been spewing is in there. Holy shit. Whew.
Man. This
but I asked
crazy
you who had a
bitch.
Angry and upset that day.
Who had been angry and upset that day? I don't know, man. Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Yeah. It's the thing is that it's quite evident that her story is inconsistent. Like, she backpedals a lot, and she lies a lot, and where she can, she tries to get away by abusing people. And I don't know why people are still supporting her. Yeah, I don't know why people are still supporting her. How they can,
But the Whammons. That's a bombshell and a half. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, the feces stuff especially. She's dirty. Ugh. Ew. And I'm from a third world country. And ugh. This is like, oh god. She didn't donate the money. She said she donated. And she doesn't have pictures of Johnny even sitting beside cocaine or shit. Forget snorting. She has pictures of him lying down and passed out and asleep on his medication, most probably. And she's trying to pass it off as something, as symptoms of abuse. That's not how it works. Where are the pictures of your injuries? The pictures of the injuries that you presented are nothing as compared to your claims. I just have to say that. Maybe we'll get
it. She has the consistency of wet toilet paper.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's sad.
God.
I think so we can leave it here.
Oh. That one is a bombshell, and as a matter of fact, I think it would be valuable just to take that one clip of that reading and the comments we made during that and clip that out as its own thing, because, oof.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And the incident, I think so Rose is saying, the stairway incident also smells funny. Yeah, Amber's...
Something smells.
Yeah, something smells. Ugh. Gives me goosebumps even thinking about that. You're leaving feces on someone's bed. Ugh.
Period question mark?
How did a teacup Yorkshire Terrier climb up a bed in the first instance? That's what I now need to know.
They can jump.
That high? Get on the bed?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a teacup one, so I don't know. What's Puck doing? Oh.
He's taking a heckin' snooze.
Yeah. Puck's taking a nap.
You're giving me a headache.
Yeah, this is also giving me a headache. I think so we can...
Vasquez is awesome. I want to watch her step on people more.
I think so, yeah. I think so this is good enough for today. I think
Mahir, are you fecal phobic?
I am fecal phobic, yes.
Hashtag fecal phobic.
Yes, I am fecal.
Hashtag Uncle Johnny. Hashtag fecal phobic.
Yes, Uncle Johnny. I love it. I love it, Uncle Johnny.
I'm gonna call him that forever now.
Yeah.
Unless he tells me not to, which I don't think he would.
Yeah.
Or will, because I don't think he'll ever talk to me, so I can get away with it.
Yeah, we can call him Uncle Johnny on this podcast.
I'm out here waiting for Marvel to pick him up to play Gambit with Sigourney Weaver or Jamie Lee Curtis playing Rogue and being like a sassy, cute older couple of mutants running around doing sassy, cute, romantic things as an older couple, and it would be amazing, and I love every second of it. Also, Brendan Fraser as Doctor Doom, please, thank you. Okay, that's all I had. That's all I got. I'm live tomorrow talking a little bit more about this because Vogue covered it, and the other day I talked about how mainstream media was like not watching the same trial at all and just supporting Amber no matter what, and so I'm gonna actually demonstrate that claim I made by reading through the Vogue article tomorrow afternoon. It's gonna be Dumb Feck Friday on Sunday.
Yay! More Dumb Fact Friday! Yay! All right,
you guys.
We're gonna head out now. So you guys take care. Shesh, will you take us out? Have a good day, everyone.
Wait, hold on. I need to switch my view. Wait, where is that button?
What?
Yeah, just a minute. There's a button for this. Also tell Elmo.
Tell Elmo.
Tell Elmo. I can't remember how to do it. Wait, where's the scene transition? What I want. I don't remember how to do it. I'm just gonna switch it.
Yeah,
there we go.
Go for it.
We did it that way. Okay, I don't.
Alrighty.
You want to mute us? Probably mute us.
Yeah. Okay.